well, too. You?
I would just go no. Just the natural no. I think the West is stacked, and to get to the NBA, to win the West is extremely difficult. One time in 5 years, I don't see it happening next year. And then think about this, 5 years, you don't have LeBron for all 5 years.
No, you don't. You don't. But you would hope that you would have been in place to get proper personnel replacements at that point.
Maybe you have the next LeBron, which is Bronny.
Okay.
Literally, that is the next LeBron.
Around here at Wrangler, we are all excited for spring. The longer days, the warmer nights. When you've got your pick of shorts and jeans, either works just fine. Because comfort keeps us going. So grab your family, your friends, and your Wrangler layers for some fresh air adventures together. Blue skies, open roads. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Pro Paint Days are back at Lowe's. Save $40 on select 5-gallon HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams paint, like Weather Shield, Showcase, or ceiling paint. Plus, save $10 on drywall PVA primer and get free same-day delivery to the job site when you order by 2 p.m. Lowe's knows paint. Lowe's knows pros. Offers valid through 6/14. Delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Additional terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
Hello, Americans. This is Paul Harvey. Rodehaver's Boys Ranch. It's a working ranch home for 50 otherwise homeless boys. These are boys who, for whatever reason, just have no place else to go. In a stable, loving, disciplined environment, each boy has a job.
Rodehaver Boys Ranch is a faith-based foster care facility that relies entirely on your generous donations. Please consider donating a vehicle in any condition, property, cash gift, and remember the ranch in your estate planning. Visit rbr.org.
Only now you know the rest of the story.
I'm sure many of you guys feel like you wish you could be as fit as you were in your 20s. The dad bod is really tough to shed. I'm Dr. Lance Snyder, and I did something about it through Dr. Rappaport at the Jax Aesthetic Center. I'm active, I played college sports, and I still work out a few times a week. Nothing worked. As a doctor and a dad, I want to be around as long as possible and feel good about my body. Dr. Rappaport put together a personalized treatment plan that worked. It was easy for me to make appointments, get to those appointments, and get back to work in time. I also recommend the Emsella chair for any urinary issues or ED. Dr. Rappaport has some state-of-the-art treatment options for men. And the M-Sculpt Neo is an abs blast. 20,000 crunches in 30 minutes. Give yourself your own gift this Father's Day at the Jax Aesthetic Center. Build muscle and lose fat. Call or text today, 904-808-2455. That's 904-808-2455. You won't be sorry.
Let's go! This Saturday at 7 p.m., the Jacksonville Sharks take on the Tulsa Oilers in the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Great seats are still available. Ask about the awesome family packs. 4 tickets get you 4 food or merchandise vouchers and a $25 Al's Pizza gift card. Get yours today. Call 904-621-0700 or visit jackssharks.com. That's 904-621-0700 or jackssharks.com. Let's go! This week, the Shark Tank is having a luau. So break out your flip-flops and grass skirts and come join us. Check out Polynesian dancers and learn the hula at Sharks Fest, our pregame party. The first 1,000 fans will get a free lay. It's going to be a totally tubular night. That's this Saturday, June 8th at 7 p.m. at the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. For tickets, call 904-621-0700 or visit jackssharks.com. That's 904-621-0700 or jackssharks.com. Let's go.
ESPN 690 is home for the Florida Sportsman Fishing Show hosted by Captain Rick Riles. Tune in every Saturday morning from 7 to 9 a.m. to find out what's biting now. Fishing so fresh, you can almost smell it.
Hi, this is Stan Nagel for Energy Seal Foam Insulation. Do you have a metal building that you're burning up in? Call us today and let us fix it. Call Energy Seal to have spray foam insulation applied to your metal building. 888-306-3626. EnergySealToday.com. 888-306-3626.
The Weather Center is brought to you by Beard's Diamonds. 0% financing for 5 years is back for a limited time at Beard's Diamonds.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Doug Brown. ESPN's Jeremy Fowler reports Chiefs defensive end B.J. Thompson is now awake He was taken to the hospital Thursday after suffering a seizure and cardiac arrest. Thompson was a fifth-round draft pick out of Stephen F. Austin last year. ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski reports Connecticut coach Dan Hurley is meeting today with Lakers owner Jeannie Buss and VP of basketball ops Rob Pelinka. Hurley has not made a decision yet about jumping to the NBA. ESPN's Brian Windhorst.
UConn was not able to get a contract extension done with Dan Hurley in these 2 months that have passed since they won that title. And I will point out this week they did get one done with Gino Auriemma, their legendary women's basketball coach. That's in place. So now UConn is scrambling.
Brian Windhorst on Get Up. Hurley did sign an extension last year through 2029 after the first championship. In the French Open men's semifinals today, on court right now, Casper Ruud and Alexander Zverev are 1-set all. In the other semi, Carlos Alcaraz beats Jannik Sinner in 5 sets.
As humans, we like having options. One option you might like is speaking with a real person when you call about your credit card. With 24/7 live, U.S.-based customer service from Discover, everyone can talk to a real person anytime, day or night. Limitations apply. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
Live from the Anajar and Levine studios, Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
WOKV Jacksonville. Listen live everywhere you go on ESPN690.com. ESPN 690, Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio. Who is this guy? Aaron Shafting? What is it? Oh, Schachter? Schachter. Okay. Shack Attack. Schachter. He gets shacked. But I digress. Here we go.
You ready? Yeah. Turn up your radio.
The Aaron Schachter Show on ESPN 690.
Oh, yeah. Oh, buddy. Welcome to the Aaron Schachter Show. A Friday edition on a Friday. Finally Friday. We made it, guys. Not only did we make it, it's National Donut Day. My favorite holiday of the year. As you can tell by my shirt, which is bulging out of shape and formation. My name is Aaron Schachter, Brian Middleton, along with me up until 5 p.m. to dirt. Having a good time already. 2 minutes into the show. Smile on my face. I'm on a sugar rush.
Oh, is that what that is?
You can't tell. I understand.
Okay.
I've had 2 donuts already. I bought a little box of donuts for the boys.
Now we talking.
Well, don't give me the now we talking because you refused.
What do you mean? I refused.
You refused. You were like,
I have turned it down.
It's not cheat day. Relax with the cheat day, okay, Brian? Out here trying to have this wonderful figure. Out here trying to look like Adonis. Not quite. Not on national.
Whoa.
Not on national.
Whoa, okay.
Not on National
Why you shooting at me?
Donut Day.
You're trying, but not quite. Okay. All right. That's what we doing. All right.
Now we talking.
You
Okay.
have done a great job.
Aaron Schachter, all right. It ain't helping, though. I tell you what.
It ain't helping with what?
Come on, man. I can't get a return call from Sophie to save my life.
Listen, you can. You just got to pay for it. I did show you on the OF.
$4.54. That's all I got to do.
All you got to do is pay $4.54, and she will DM with you. And then the dream is still alive. I would love to follow along. We could document the whole thing. Every day, a new segment. Here's what I texted Sophie yesterday. It seems like you're not into it. That's fine. Just like you're not into these donuts I bought. So I got a whole half box.
They look great, though. 6
donuts. Not even going to say where I got them from because I had to pay for them. They don't get the freebie.
Oh, man, you didn't throw your celebrity around?
That's not me.
Come on, man.
No, because then
That's me.
No, you end up with a really embarrassing moment where you're on the phone and you're like, yeah, we love these donuts. We do a radio show on ESPN 690. And they go, we have an ESPN radio station here in town? And you're like, ooh, I got to go. I gotta get off this phone for a sec.
Got you.
We actually ran into this issue a couple of years ago. One of my first weeks on the radio here at ESPN, me and Casey did a buffalo wing eating contest for the Brent and Friends show.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And so I went to a wing
Sign up
spot
for that.
down the road
on
Beach Boulevard. Again, I'm not going to say the name because the guy treated me like a jerk. But we did it through sales. We did go the freebie route. I called a salesperson. I was like, hey, we want to do a wing eating contest. We'll give the wing shop like a ton of publicity, press. We'll talk about them the whole show. Put their logo up and everything. We'll make a video of the wing eating contest and we'll put the logo on there. Think of all the business they would get. And so she made some calls and she made it happen. This is my closer, this lady. I love her. So we go to the wing place. I pick up the wings and the guy is looking at me like I am an unhoused individual. He is looking down his nose at me like I have done something to offend him. I'm sitting here going, well, if it's like that, I don't need your wings.
Oh, wow. Okay, it was escalating.
Well, I didn't say that.
The energy was escalating.
I took the wings and I left because I still had a bit to do on the radio.
Right.
But if it were my show, if it wasn't Brent's, if it was my show, I would have been like, you can take these wings and kick rocks. But I didn't want to run into that situation again. So I didn't put any calls in. Now, if I was still an ambassador for Donkey as opposed to just a customer, like I am almost every morning, then I'd have no problem. But I'm no longer an ambassador for Donkey. I'm a free agent.
Really?
You hear that, donut spots? Krispy Kreme's out there. Duck Donuts. Shipley Donuts.
Donut shop.
Donut shop.
You know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
With an E on the end?
Donut Shoppy. Got it. That's a place. Okay.
And
Any of them.
You know, I just used like 750 points, but I had 5,000. I have 4,797 Dunkin' points.
Oh, that's a lot.
Am I officially a Donkey? What'd you call yourself?
A Donkey ambassador. A Donkey junkie.
Donkey junkie.
4,000 Donkey points a lot. I go there almost every day. Yeah. I've only got 1,700.
Oh. But you use your points sometimes,
I
don't
do.
you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I should.
Yeah. You should.
I should.
You should. Yeah.
Maybe.
So happy National Donut Day to everybody except for Brian Middleton.
I'm going to be real with you, Aaron. Again, to go the ADHD route. I don't care about the College World Series at all. I hear about it a whole bunch right now.
Do you hear about it a whole bunch?
I do. And, you know, God bless the people that talk about it because they know about it, they're into it, and they make it compelling for their audience. But I got to be real with you.
It feels like you're talking about someone specific right there.
Well, but I don't care
a
bit about baseball, especially college baseball.
Okay.
You can convince me when it gets to September, maybe late August, depending on which teams are involved in the MLB. I'm like, because it's competition after a while. You're like, okay, this is exciting to a certain degree, right? And I got a Shohei Ohtani show nose shirt. You remember the Bo Nose campaign?
Yes.
A show nose. I'll wear it one day. You know what
cool.
I mean?
I like that.
No, it's pretty dope. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
I haven't worn it here yet. But
yeah.
But I got to be real with you.
All right.
It's 18-1.
It's 19-1.
It's 19-1.
You're talking about the Seminoles routing UConn right now.
Ain't that a mercy rule? I remember that now from Little League. The mercy rule.
That's unfortunate that you remember that there was mercy rule.
Oh, we was cooking these boys out here, man.
Apparently. Okay, you were on the good side. Okay.
Yeah, come on now. Of course I remember it, man. We was cooking these boys out here. But I'm just like, that kind of stuff makes me look at it like, man, unless it's a jumbo shrimp game, man, don't talk to me about baseball anymore. That's crazy. 19-1?
That is a rough day for UConn, who, by the way, is not ranked. Playing 8th-ranked Florida State right now in the Tallahassee Regional.
Can you put Tallahassee? Can you put 19-1 in New York Jets terms for me?
Sure, it's like every game they play. It's like every first half I've ever watched that team have.
Boy.
They had a point last year where they had more safeties than offensive touchdowns in the first half.
There you go.
And I'm not talking week 1. I'm talking like by week 7.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's not a far stretch. You want to talk about a rough outing. You had Cook start for UConn, 1.2 innings. So he got 2 outs in the second inning, and then they tossed him. 5 earned runs. The next guy in was Coe. He pitched 3 2/3, gave up 8 runs.
You suck.
I guess that's what they're saying to themselves. But the game ain't done. Bottom 7 right now.
Ooh, the boy said we still got 2 more.
Still got 2 more innings to go.
Let's run it back again.
Let's do it.
Ooh-wee.
I'm sorry. Work. I said 19. It is 18-1. I apologize.
18-1.
I got bad eyesight.
It's nasty work by the Seminoles, so congrats to them
man.
now.
Yeah, man. Big day for the Seminoles. But that's not where I wanted to start. I'm glad you brought it up.
Oh, okay.
Because we love FSU. I do believe we just agreed behind the scenes. I don't think we've officially announced. I believe we've agreed behind the scenes to continue on with FSU basketball football for another season, which is great to hear. Love that. Being the flagship for for the Seminoles.
Good for us.
Good for us,
Good
right?
for them.
A little pat on the back.
Good for us. Good for them.
Good for them, too, yeah.
shoot their blessing down. That's not what they're going to do.
I don't know. FSU football this year is going to be pretty good, too, so can't wait. Can't wait.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
Waiting.
Can't wait.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I like you being on top of your game.
Yeah.
I like it. Just like I like the Jags being on top of their game.
There we go.
And that's where we start today. Going back to OTAs, the boys doing their thing on the practice field. We heard the other day from Chad Hall, wide receivers coach, and Phil Rauscher, offensive lineman coach. And so we'll get comments from those guys on their position groups to see how things are progressing. I've also got some Dak audio for you I'd like to get your take on. I know how much you love Dak Prescott. We also have news on when the Tyson fight will be rescheduled for. I believe it was originally a July date. Then Tyson goes on this flight, has an ulcer flare-up. Medical emergency is what they were calling it. Everyone got scared, as if they weren't already scared that Tyson's in his 50s taking on Jake Paul. They were like, we need to push this thing back. So they've now pushed it back. We have the new date for you, as well as a discussion on some of the perks if you decide to make it out there for the fight. We've got other content as well, including a pretty famous cornerback, a former Pro Bowler accused of revenge porn. We'll dive into that story. And then maybe the cringiest Golf Channel interview anybody has ever seen, ever. And then how can I forget, of course, later on in the show in the 4 o'clock hour,
an exercise in excellence. It's a Brian Middleton production.
Yes. Later on this hour, we've got Survey Says, a Brian Middleton production. We really do have to get Scott down the hall to revoice that and say your name correctly.
Oh, okay.
It's not Middleton.
Okay.
I mean, it might have been when you were a lesser man, but now, as an executive producer of one of the least popular radio shows in Jacksonville, you need a little sauce on the end of that name.
Yeah. Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer.
Brian Middleton, a little sauce on that thing.
That's good.
All right. But let's go. Let's go to these cuts from Chad Hall and David Rauscher, or Phil Rauscher. I apologize. I was thinking of the name David because I'm thinking of Gabe Davis, which is where we start with Chad Hall. I don't know if you know this, but Chad Hall, Gabe Davis, best buds. Like really good friends.
Good for them.
The whole reason Gabe is down here, it's been speculated and reported, is because of Chad Hall.
The whole reason?
I mean, pretty much.
Okay.
And then when they asked Chad, hey, when did you hear that we were going to bring Gabe Davis in? He goes, I was his first phone call. It was me, guys.
Oh.
It's me. Hi.
Okay.
Speed dial. That's how you know you're a good friend with somebody. In 2024, if you're still on someone's speed dial.
Because I don't even know how to get there.
Speed dial is not a thing for young people.
Like latest content, most recent?
I believe you just hold down a number.
Oh.
I think you can assign it and then just hold down a number and it's supposed to call.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't know. I haven't used speed dial in forever.
Oh.
Not a thing anymore. Like everything is speed dial. You just tap. Speed dial used to be necessary when you had to actually punch in 9 to 10 numbers. It was like, how do I shorten this process up a little bit?
9 to 10 numbers. Punch them in.
Punch a D, 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 D. Now all you got to do is just say, hey, call Chad Hall. And then your phone calls him. And then you tell him, hey, I'm on the way to Jacksonville. They were asking Chad Hall about Gabe Davis. It's so funny to me. All these reporters insist on continuing to ask these questions. What do you think of so-and-so so far? What have you seen from so-and-so so far? It's like we're still doing the OTA thing, guys. We're still wearing like T-shirts and sweatpants out there. What is the expectation? What are you supposed to be seeing? We're running drills. I don't understand what they're thinking they're going to hear. But because Chad loves Gabe Davis so much, you actually hear a pretty thoughtful answer here.
You know, we were lucky to have spent time together in Buffalo, drafted him up there. Another guy, him and BT are definitely the two
Brian Thomas.
Smartest guys.
Smartest guys. This is now the third or fourth time we've heard both Gabe Davis and Brian Thomas Jr. referred to as very smart people.
You know, as rookies that I've had in my young career coaching. So he's been a sponge as well. He was easy to teach the offense to, and now he's just in his way leading the group, even though he's coming back from injury.
I think this is interesting because this isn't the first time we've heard that either, that he's a leader, he's leading the group. We were told he was brought in for character reasons as well, because he's one of those guys in the locker room people tend to fall behind. I feel like that's interesting because you already had a Christian Kirk in there, and you already had Evan Ingram, and that's not to say those guys can't be led, and it's also not to say those guys can't also be leaders simultaneously. But it does make me wonder if the Jags front office or even their coaching leadership was satisfied with the level of leadership from Christian Kirk and or Evan Ingram. Both those guys, pretty quiet fellas. That's not to say they're incapable of leading. I don't believe that. I believe they are very capable and actually do so on the field. But I do wonder when you're bringing in Mitch Morse, when you're bringing in Gabe Davis, when you're bringing in Eric Armstead, I do wonder if the team feels like there's more to be learned by the already existing Jags veterans on how to walk that walk, how to lead. Yeah, the other interesting thing about Gabe Davis to me is the incentive package. I found this recently, courtesy of the 33rd team, but the Gabe Davis incentive package is out there. Gabe, obviously, everyone knows, signed a 3-year deal worth $39 million. And in the same way that people said it about Christian Kirk, people are saying that the Jags might have overpaid a little bit for Gabe Davis. And they were saying they did so because Calvin Ridley wasn't going to come back. Well, at the time, we thought we were getting Ridley back. That was the reporting. Everybody, Ridley thought he was coming back. Jags thought Ridley was coming back. The media thought Ridley was coming back. Until he wasn't. Until he goes to Tennessee. But 3 years, $39 million for Gabe Davis, another $9.75 available in incentives. So almost $10 million in incentives are on the table. These incentives are the same for all 3 years. But it starts at the 70-catch milestone. At the 70-catch milestone, Gabe Davis is picking up $500,000. That's a decent payday that day, right?
I like it.
Here's the problem. Gabe Davis has been in the NFL for 4 years. Can you tell me how many times he's had 70 catches?
Rhetorical?
Yo, man, take a guess. I don't expect you to know Gabe Davis's resume.
Once.
Once is a good guess. He's had it none times.
Oh, okay. There you go.
As a matter of fact, Gabe Davis has only been targeted over 70 times 2 out of the 4 years in the NFL.
Gotcha.
His catch total highlight, his highest, is a 48 in 2022.
Oh.
He had 45 catches in 23 and then 35 in his first 2 years as well.
And how much did injury play in any of those? You know what I mean?
So in 2020, he played in 16, started 11. That's his rookie year.
Okay.
So I don't know that injury was a factor there. In 2021, he played in 16, started in 4.
Okay.
In 2022, he played in 15, started in 15. And in 2023, he played in 17 and started all of those. So I wouldn't exactly call him an injury case. I would just say it's an opportunity
Yeah,
thing.
I wouldn't call him injury case at all.
93 targets for 48 catches doesn't exactly light you up. That being said, you are talking about Josh Allen, who isn't the most accurate quarterback. He's got a rocket arm. But I don't think anyone out there is calling Josh Allen one of the most accurate throwers in the league. So at 70 catches, he takes off $500,000. 80 catches, he gets $250. 90 catches, he gets $250. And then we go to the receiving yards. So basically what we know is that if Gabe Davis can essentially double his career high output, he'll pick up an extra $1 million. Where do you think Gabe Davis ranks on the Jags throwing roster? Because you're going to Kirk before Davis. I mean, unless the play calls for it. I'm just talking if you're rolling through your progressions. You're going to Kirk before you go to Davis. You're going to Ingram possibly before you go to Davis.
Okay.
And are you going to your first round pick before you go to Davis?
Okay.
I actually don't think you are. Not until about halfway through the season, but fine. But now you're talking about the third or fourth throwing option. Making 90 catches. If that happens, Brian, I think you got problems on the team.
Man, keep me in garbage time. You hear me? I want to set the example, Coach Peterson.
You want every
I'm
minute.
out every snap.
Every minute.
Ain't no running the ball if we up by 2 touchdowns. I'll run a short out. Stop playing with me, man.
Start throwing screens to me on the sideline.
And if it's week 17, week 18, and I got 63 catches, y'all better stop playing with me. I don't care we got the AFC South wrapped up.
Yeah, he's like, put me in a quarterback. I will throw it to myself
You hear
a
me?
la
Some
Bugs
Lamar
Bunny.
I said Lamar Jackson. You say Bugs Bunny. Okay?
Well, one of them does it successfully, and the other has never done that. So
Stop playing with me.
here's the yard incentives. 900 receiving yards, 500,000. 1,000 receiving yards, another 250. 1,100, another 250. So essentially, if he hits 1,101, he's taking in another $1 million. Now, yards is a different story. Gabe Davis, a fast wide receiver. So even though he'll only catch the ball 30 to 40 something times, he might be accumulating yards on those passes with some long passes. That year he caught 48. He went for 836. That's 17.4 per route.
Moving.
Per reception, not route.
Moving.
Yeah. So, I mean, I do think that's a positive. So while I don't think he's going to end up hitting his reception targets, I do think there's a world in which he can hit those yardage targets, and it doesn't mean something went terribly wrong for this offense.
What would you say to the fact that even though it was a different time, a different team, the players were different at their stages of development, Christian Kirk, Evan Ingram, Zay Jones all reached their best years when they first got here with Trevor. And if I'm making the argument that Gabe Davis could potentially at least hit the 500,000 incentive marks that you listed there, because the extra 250s would be like 90-plus catches and 1,100-plus yards.
So now you're talking about 70 catches, 900 yards.
My argument would be, okay, I get you wouldn't be priority 1, probably not 2. Again, depends on the route, depends on what's happening injury-wise. I get that. But everything remaining the same, roster healthy, you're probably not the first or second option, give or take, right? Trevor, ability to make most to every throw, and the attention that other guys we think will be taking away from you on this team when you're on the field, I think it's going to present some really good opportunities for you to hit close to those milestones. And Trevor's already proven that, hey, even as a rookie, well, I guess not technically as a rookie, but, even as was it the first year or second year?
For when Trevor threw to these guys?
Yeah, second year. Yeah. So even as a really just developing,
he was essentially
super young
a rookie,
guy,
though. Everyone likes to forgive the Urban Meyer year.
Well, I was trying to, work around that because I know how you
I
feel about that.
It, sure.
You know what I mean? How that gets in your craw.
Yeah, it does.
Shiving the ribs.
Oh, there it is.
But with someone like Trevor, he's proven already. Hey, listen, you come here, career highs. If you haven't, had really high numbers beforehand.
Yeah, so that year was interesting. You talk about Zay Jones, because while the players don't necessarily comp to each other, they're different sizes, even though they both rely on speed for separation. Gabe Davis, through his career, 4 years, his target counts were 62, 63, 93, 81. In the year, he had 93 targets. Again, different quarterback, different kinds of throws. 93 targets, good for 48 receptions. The year Zay Jones went off for his career high, he had 121 targets. So now you're talking about taking Gabe Davis's career high in targets and extending it essentially almost another 30%, attacking on another 30 targets to that. I don't see it. Not on this roster with Christian Kirk and Brian Thomas Jr. and Evan Ingram and a little bit of ETN. It'd be cool if it happened, I guess. I don't think it's probable. I don't think it's likely by any stretch. I don't. If he makes the Pro Bowl on the original ballot, not as an alternate, that's a cool millie as well. Again, if Gabe Davis is making the Pro Bowl, either something wild happened to Gabe Davis during the season or something bad happened to that wide receiver room. Because if Gabe Davis is making the Pro Bowl on a first ballot, Brian, it means we're focused a lot on Gabe Davis.
Hey, man, put some respect on Gabe Davis' name, man.
I'm not saying he's bad. I'm saying
both options sounded mad, passive-aggressively disrespectful.
If we are throwing, look, I'll say it right now.
Yeah,
there is no way.
On it. Okay.
There is no way to misconceptualize. And I'm going to say, if we throw to Gabe Davis 121 times this year, something has gone wrong, Brian.
To this day,
all right, man.
Something has gone wrong.
I see your energy, man. My bad, man.
Something is. If
I
you're
don't know what
throwing
Gabriel
a
did
Gabe
to you.
Davis,
I don't know what Gabriel Davis did to you.
If you're throwing a Gabe Davis 121 times, it means you're not throwing a Christian Kirk, Evan Ingram, or Brian Thomas Jr. 100 times.
All I'm saying is put some respect on that man's name, man. That man came here. He wants to be here.
I want him here. I like Gabe Davis. I do.
But don't like me then. If that's how you treat people that like. You're like.
Final one is if he makes the Super Bowl MVP. That's fine, because that's a single game. You can do that. Like you can be the sixth stringer. You can not start all year and then play in the Super Bowl and win the MVP. Like that doesn't necessarily mean anything to me. Funny to me though, if he's a Pro Bowler, he gets $1 million. If he's a Super Bowl MVP, he's only pulling $250.
They're thinking the same way you're thinking.
Maybe. But shout out to Gabe Davis. I hope it goes great. I would love to see it go great. With the exception of the Jets game, I would love to see him have 100 yards every game. That'd be amazing. And also an opportunity for him to cash in on $1 million. For real. We played one cut. I feel like we got to come back and play a little. I really want to get to the Phil Rauscher cuts because him talking about the offensive line was of interest to me. Not as much as what we heard on the wide receivers, even though maybe there's one more cut I want to play from that too. It's the Aaron Schachter Show, 904-362-9901. Back in a couple of minutes.
Now, the First Alert forecast on ESPN 690.
Mostly sunny and hot on this Friday. There is an isolated storm chance again this afternoon, but most spots will stay dry. The best chance for rain will be along and south of I-10. Daytime highs will be up to about 97, and then overnight lows dip a bit, but not much, into the mid to low 70s. From the Action News Jax First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Corey Sima.
The Weather Center is brought to you by Beards Diamonds. 0% financing for 5 years is back for a limited time at Beards Diamonds. Spring has sprung and tax return season is here. Now's the time to beautify your home by replacing your old windows with new energy-efficient, easy-to-clean windows from American Window Products. Keep the summer heat out with special glass packages including low E3 and argon gas. American Window Products only uses the highest quality products and professionally trained employees to install. Call now to find out why they were voted the #1 window company in Jacksonville. 731-2247 for a free estimate or visit AmericanWindowProducts.com.
I'm sure many of you guys feel like you wish you could be as fit as you were in your 20s. The dad bod is really tough to shed. I'm Dr. Lance Snyder, and I did something about it through Dr. Rappaport at the Jax Aesthetic Center. I'm active, I played college sports, and I still work out a few times a week. Nothing worked. As a doctor and a dad, I want to be around as long as possible and feel good about my body. Dr. Rappaport put together a personalized treatment plan that worked. It was easy for me to make appointments, get to those appointments, and get back to work in time. I also recommend the Emsella chair for any urinary issues or ED. Dr. Rappaport has state-of-the-art treatment options for men. And the M-Sculpt Neo is an abs blast. 20,000 crunches in 30 minutes. Give yourself your own gift this Father's Day at the Jax Aesthetic Center. Build muscle and lose fat. Call or text today, 904-808-2455. That's 904-808-2455. You won't be sorry.
Rich Jones here. Investing can be more about just filling a bank account. It's about having a secure retirement, protecting your family. Let DLP Capital help you to protect your why. Here's CEO and founder Don Wenner.
I started DLP Capital with an expectation that I could provide my family, my investors, my team members, and the families of my investors with awesome returns, limited volatility, and no losses, all while providing desperately needed affordable housing to the American workforce.
To get your investor's guide and learn more, dial ** invest on your cell phone or visit highyieldreturns.net.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Our returning champion, a basketball court sweat mopper from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Louis Cramp.
Great to be back, Merv.
There's only one category left on the board, Louis. People you can trust to repair your air conditioner. Your 10 seconds starts now.
Well, I'm pretty handy with tools around. Right, so my Uncle Steve used to fix transmissions, so maybe he could... Okay, sorry. I guess just call the guys at Bueller?
That's right, Lewis! The highly trained technicians at Bueller Air and Plumbing have the tools and the experience to service any make and model of home air conditioner to make sure that you are cool!
You sure I can't just have a quick...
Yeah, we're done for today.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
It's fishing time, old school style, at the Dailies Old School Fishing Shootout presented by Yellowfin this weekend in St. Augustine. Fishing fun for everyone. Big boats, small boats, but register ASAP to fish. The catch for the Old School Kingfish Shootout is limited boundaries, Fernandina Beach to Daytona Beach, but only 3 miles offshore. OldSchoolKingfish.com to register. That's OldSchoolKingfish.com. Get your chance to win over $200,000 in prizes. Fishing fun for everyone. June 8th in St. Augustine. OldSchoolKingfish.com.
Do you have unfiled tax returns or being threatened by the IRS that your wages are about to be garnished or bank accounts are going to be levied? You need an ally. Allies Tax Relief has professionals ready to fight for you. Their enrolled agents, tax attorneys, and CPAs have saved millions of dollars for taxpayers just like you. They won't just resolve your tax problems, they'll most importantly protect your wages, bank accounts, and all your assets from being taken by the IRS. Call for a free consultation. 800-230-5174. 800-230-5174 or go to alliestaxrelief.com.
If spring allergies keep you trapped inside, then you need Navage Nasal Care to keep you breathing clearly and enjoying all the beauties of spring. Navage helps clear nasal passages that are often clogged because of seasonal allergies. Navage gently flushes a pure, refreshing saline solution through your nasal passages to clear out congestion, sucking out that springtime pollen and other irritants trapped in your nose. Navage is available online at Navage.com or in stores at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, and Target. Navage, Navage.
Hey guys, we're the Twin Peaks Girls. We just love guys that listen to the Young and Norvell Show. Weekdays, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on ESPN 690.
I do believe one day I'm going to find out from this company that Brian has made like 6 HR complaints on me.
6 this month.
6 this month.
Aaron Schachter, man, your cash cow is in the Break Talk. Break Talk should be the name of it.
Too hot for TV.
Well, for $4.54.
It would need to be edited.
You can get the unedited version.
I hope so. Phil Rauscher, Jaguars offensive line coach. He made some comments from OTAs the other day that I wanted to jump into because he's talking about a few guys that I would like to have updates on. The one in particular is Walker Little. We've talked a little bit about Walker Little here on this show, a lot of it in the previous show. Here's a guy who has done just about everything the Jaguars have asked him to do. Got to play left tackle. No doubt. Let's do it. Got to play right tackle. All right, I'm there. Got to play left guard. Sure. I've never played it my entire life. Let's get it. You got to play injured. I'm here for you. You got to sit on the bench even though you're a second-round draft pick. All right. We're going to go ahead and draft Anton Harrison even though we have you waiting in the wings. This is fine. You never hear this dude complain. And now he's coming up on a contract season, I believe. If not this offseason, then next, if I got to check on that one. But I know it's coming up soon. And it's not like offensive linemen aren't in demand. You got to believe Walker Little is going to get a bunch on the open market if the Jags let him walk. But you also got to wonder how much they're interested in keeping him when they're not going to get him on the field. Brian, we were actually having this conversation, I think, earlier in the week. I was telling you, sometimes your business, your company, whoever you work for, tells you how they feel about you. But they don't tell you by articulating the opinion. They don't go, hey, Brian, we actually think you're not that great at this job. Instead, they look at you and they refuse to give you opportunity. Maybe this happened to you, Mr. or Mrs. Listener. Maybe you applied internally for a job at your workplace. You already had one. You were like, oh, there's another opening. I would like that opening. Maybe it was a promotion. Even if it was a lateral move, you want to switch departments. I don't like what I do every day. I want to do what these people do. The company interviews you and goes, it's not going to work out. We're not going to take this opportunity from you. Well, then one time you go, okay, maybe it wasn't a fit. But if it's been 3 or 4 times and each time the company goes, it's not really going to work for us, I believe they're telling you how they feel. And so Phil Rauscher was asked about Walker Little. Thoughts on this guy and his time here in Jacksonville and what he's done here and what's coming up for him on the contract. Where are you guys at on Walker?
Walker's done a great job with...
I mean, he is really choosing those words carefully. Let's listen to the beginning of that again. I'm sorry.
Walker's done a great job with the role he's been asked to do.
I mean,
is he trying to grasp the English language? What's going on around here?
That was a Calvin Ridley level press conference answer right there, where you are feverishly searching for words to articulate how you feel without insulting or hurting anybody's feelings. One more time from Phil Rauscher.
Walker's done a great job with the role he's been asked to do, but since I've been here.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So many disclaimers. Could you imagine asking your wife or girlfriend how they feel about you, and this is what you get back?
Walker's done a great job with the role he's been asked.
Aaron's kind of a great dad, at least since I've been married to him. Like, oof. Yikes.
That's
yikes.
That's wild.
Woo.
To do, but since I've been here.
I love that discussion. Since I've been here. I mean, before I was here, it was pretty, I don't want to talk about it.
Since I've been here. But that doesn't mean that the competition is locked up in any way, shape, or form for this upcoming year. He's done it.
Sure about that? I feel like you're locked in. Cam Robinson is your left tackle. You just paid Ezra Cleveland. He's your left guard. You brought in Mitch Morse. You just paid him. He's your center. You re-signed and restructured Brandon Sheriff. He's your right guard. You drafted Anton Harrison. Like, what's not locked up on that offensive line?
Excellent job in OTAs. So is Cam. And Anton really hasn't done much just because of what's been going on with him. So he's talking
about his injury. He's recovering, I guess, from his shoulder.
Yeah. What's been going on with him. So he's been getting a lot of reps and showing what he can do. And, Walker has played a lot of positions for
smokes.
us. And
you pause it for a second. So I want people to understand the pattern that I'm hearing.
Okay.
Every time he gets to Walker Little, if you go back to the first time and as he's re-entering Walker Little talk,
yep,
there are gaps. There are 1.5 second gaps.
Yeah, there are thought gaps.
He was talking about Anton Harrison. He was talking about the traffic on Beach Boulevard. He was talking about everything but Walker Little. It was da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Sounded like a Darren Waller owl out here just hitting the notes. As soon as it's Walker Little time, you see, I think that
little verbal gymnastics. Yeah.
Reps and showing what he can do. And, Walker has
drive a truck through that thing. Woo.
Has played a lot of positions for us. And
he's not even like, everyone gets compliments, and then you get to Walker and he's like, he breathes.
Walker identifies as an NFL player.
He owns a locker in our locker room.
He's a Jacksonville Jaguar.
He lives here some of the year. Sure. His last name begins with the letter L.
Mm-hmm.
And to his credit, he's handled that like a pro.
Okay. That's a compliment, I guess. Other guys might have thrown a fit at how we treat this man, but he's handled it as a pro.
But we're excited for the direction of where he's going because he is a really good football player. And once we can get him settled in and playing one spot more, I think he's going to take off.
Interesting. 2 comments there that I thought were interesting.
That was tiring. Okay.
But the end I thought was a little bit revealing. One more time. Here we go.
Yeah.
And to his credit, he's handled that like a pro. But we're excited for the direction of where he's going because
excited for where the direction that he's going says to me, we don't like where he's at, and we think he's improving. Again, me speculating.
Yeah.
And then the second comment.
He's a really good football player.
Not that.
Once we can get him settled in and playing one spot more, I think he's going to take off.
Once we can get him settled in and playing one spot more. Left tackle, right tackle, left guard. What's the other spot? I think we hear what the other spot is in a question that's coming up here in a second. But just last thoughts on Walker a little before I move on, because where we hear what that one spot is, we're actually going to be talking about Cooper Hodges.
Wow. Wow.
But Walker Little, I thought this guy was going to be the starting left tackle. Not this year. Last year, actually.
I mean, the way that it worked out, it felt like we had something there.
You might still. They may have wanted to trade Cam Robinson as of last year and saw Walker or Anton as the answer, with the other guy then playing the opposite. So if you move Anton to left, you move Walker at right, or if you put Walker at left, you leave Anton at right. I think they were resolved to the fact that they might have been done with Cam Robinson incorporated until you saw the splits between when Cam plays and when Cam does not play.
Yeah.
I think the Jags took one look at that and went, we can't afford to vacate the Cam Robinson business. We don't look the same when it's Walker Little incorporated.
Right.
Wild.
Hey,
one
Aaron.
more position. Go ahead. Oh, you do have an update.
Yeah. And listen, I don't care about college baseball at all.
Okay, so a couple of minutes ago, though, we were talking about 8th-ranked Florida State taking on unranked UConn in the Tallahassee regionals.
Yeah, I downright, it's despicable to me, right? But good for those kids out there playing.
It's despicable to you?
Yeah, but listen to this right here. It's 24-3.
24.
It's 24-3.
24.
I rock with the Seminoles right now because that's what you do. You keep the gas pedal all the way down. You keep going till you hit 30.
24 is a big number now.
You got to hit home plate 24 times.
You hung 3 touchdowns and a field goal on somebody in a baseball game.
Okay.
Tank Bigsby didn't hit 24 yards or over until week 16 of the NFL season.
Hey, man. This is it, man. Aaron Schachter, man. Aaron Schachter, Tank Bigsby will be on the undercard of the Mike Tyson-Jake Paul fight. Because,
what happened?
Nah, you've been swinging. You've been swinging at him, and eventually you have to see that man.
Hey, what happened?
What happened? We were just having fun.
It is funny. I'm laughing.
I didn't even tell a joke. I was telling something that was factual. He didn't have over 24 yards in a game until he got to week 16 against Carolina. He went off for 32 yards, a breakout game. 32 yards. Breakout game, 3.2 a carry. That's big numbers. What happened? We were just having fun.
We were having fun. I'm sorry to interrupt with baseball. It was so great. You had some more clips, Aaron. Disrespecting that man.
24-3. Talk about disrespect. The disrespect is all FSU's to UConn.
Absolutely. That's why I'm rocking with him right now.
You'd be the only one with melanin rocking with it. You see that stadium? Ridiculous.
Oh, the SPF 40 is strong out there.
40? Try 110.
Yeah, it better. It's the liver
40.
spots. That's
crazy. Holy cow.
Tuscan leather.
They need to do a little bit different marketing or something. But 24-3, that's where you're at. Man, that's a real embarrassing one. Let's get back to the football.
Let's do that.
Last we heard, Walker Little's got to learn one more position. Is a wide receiver? Safety, maybe?
Returner?
We need a couple more corners. Let's go for well, maybe he's a new returner. There's new kickoff rules.
Amen.
Big dude be lumbering down the field. He'd probably knock some people over.
Amen.
They asked him, Phil Rauscher about Cooper Hodges and his road to recovery. What they've seen so far in OTAs. Are they pleased with the progress? What to expect from a guy like Coop?
I think that the first week or two, he was a little bit, how's my knee going? Where's my knee going? Kind of thing. And now he's really, he's in a position where he's playing some pretty good football. We've moved him around. He's playing both guard positions in center. And he's playing with some confidence. And he's doing some good things. So
Cooper Hodges playing both guard positions, left guard, right guard, which isn't exactly a shock because they're trying to be versatile on that offensive line. But they've also got him cross-training on center. That was a surprise to me. I did not know that.
Yeah.
And then they followed up. I guess it wasn't just a surprise to me. It was a surprise to a bunch of people in the media who were at the table with Phil. They were like, whoa, time out. You got Cooper Hodges playing center? What's that about?
if you're not a starter on the interior line, you got to play center. So, I mean, in order to get a jersey on game day, because, I mean, just with the way the injuries and different things, I mean, you just got to. So he's taken that role and kind of run with it a little bit. So it's been fun to watch that.
So a couple of things there. Like maybe that's a thing that's been around for a while, and I just didn't know. I was ignorant to it.
Okay.
But I did learn that today. If you are not starting, if your name isn't Ezra Cleveland or Brandon Scherf, and you play interior offensive line, looking at you, Walker Little, you got to learn center to carry a jersey on game day. I was curious if it was new. I got to ask around because I don't remember anyone talking about this in previous years. I know that they were trying to cross-train guys, but I thought that was just about, hey, you play left tackle, let's see how you look at right tackle. Hey, you play right guard, let's see how you look at left guard. Hey, you play center, did you play guard in college? Let's see how you look there now.
And because, Aaron, with the center position, I'm assuming, well, of course, right? If you're on the offensive line, you should understand the protections, the calls, and whatnot. I just naturally assume, from my limited experience, that the center and the quarterback have a certain relationship as well when it comes to calls and things that you may see, and then how you can transfer that information to other guys on the line quickly.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So, like, you cross-training that, but how much can you actually train if you're not getting, like, full-time reps?
Well, it sounds like Coop.
Interesting.
It sounds like Coop is really embracing the role.
Yeah.
Because he was getting a lot of compliments there.
Yeah.
But then it does feed into this last question I'll take before we go to break. Cut number 6 was basically, how do we safeguard against what happened on that offensive line last year, which was like a mash unit? When guys started going down, you started moving everyone around, and it just looked ugly. And this is all part of that. So everyone on that line is going to be able to play multiple positions, be versatile on the line. If you want to carry a jersey on game day and you play the interior offensive line, you got to learn center. If you're playing tackle, it doesn't hurt to also understand how to play guard. I don't know if the rules are the same with your starters, but you better believe that everybody who's not starting will play a minimum of 2 to 3 offensive line positions. Curious to see how that works out for her. It's the Aaron Schachter Show. News Queen Michelle Thibodeau has entered the studio slightly early. Wonder if all the bosses know about that. We'll check on that in the commercial break. 904-362-9901. It's the Aaron Schachter Show.
Hi, everyone. Terry Norvell here, along with Patrick Young from the Young and Norvell Show.
Our show is going great, and we are looking to grow the show with some new advertising partners.
If you're a business owner looking to market your product or service to a male, high-income, and college-educated audience, we are the show for you.
Just reach out for more information with a call or a text to 904-305-7526.
That's right. I'll get in touch with you, and we'll put together a budget-friendly marketing plan on our show exclusively for your business. Call or text me, Terry Norvell. That number again, 904-305-7526, and let's get you on our team.
Imagine a world where animals and humans coexist in harmony, where wild animals thrive, habitats are protected, and marginalized communities are empowered. At International Animal Rescue, this is our vision. Our holistic, community-led projects not only rescue animals, but also protect and replenish precious habitats, creating a better future for us all. But we can't do this without you. Show your support now and help keep the wild, wild. Visit internationalanimalrescue.org.
Do you know a veteran in need? Nation's Finest, through the VA's Supportive Services for Veteran Families program, helps veterans and their families struggling with rent, employment, and other housing-related costs. Today, Nation's Finest operates more than 30 locations in California, Arizona, and Nevada, helping thousands of veterans every year. Visit nationsfinest.org or call 1-833-468-9676. That's 1-833-468-9676.
I'm sure many of you guys feel like you wish you could be as fit as you were in your 20s. The dad bod is really tough to shed. I'm Dr. Lance Snyder, and I did something about it through Dr. Rappaport at the Jack's Aesthetic Center. I'm active, I played college sports, and I still work out a few times a week. Nothing worked. As a doctor and a dad, I want to be around as long as possible and feel good about my body. Dr. Rappaport put together a personalized treatment plan that worked. It was easy for me to make appointments, get to those appointments, and get back to work in time. I also recommend the Emsella chair for any urinary issues or ED. Dr. Rappaport has state-of-the-art treatment options for men. And the M-Sculpt Neo is an abs blast. 20,000 crunches in 30 minutes. Give yourself your own gift this Father's Day at the Jack's Aesthetic Center. Build muscle and lose fat. Call or text today, 904-808-2455. That's 904-808-2455. You won't be sorry.
Small business owners are faced with an endless array of challenges, and security for today's business is right up there at the top of the list. You should know that in addition to top-notch security systems, SafeTouch Security offers smarter solutions for your business. SafeTouch provides 24/7 video surveillance and a whole lot more. Get video alerts from motion detection cameras, customized and controlled from the mobile app. And introducing SafeTouch's Business Activity Analytics, which helps optimize how your business runs, monitor crowd gathering, traffic flow, queue monitoring, and that's just the start. SafeTouch isn't just a security company. They're more like a business partner helping to keep an eye on your business. Now that's peace of mind. Crooks know to stay away from SafeTouch houses, and SafeTouch businesses are no different. Right now, SafeTouch Security is offering a once-a-year deal which can save you up to 50% on your commercial-grade security package. Call 888-723-8682 or go to safetouch.com. State license EF 2000-1945.
Why Arlington Toyota? How about a huge selection of new vehicles in stock, on the ground, in one location? And every new Toyota purchase comes with Arlington's lifetime warranty, unlimited time and miles. 60-day exchange program, you heard right, 60 days to love your new purchase or exchange it for one you do. Plus, Arlington's credit helper to help you get financed. There's even complimentary car wash with every service, and so much more. Shop arlingtontoyota.com today.
Let's go! This Saturday at 7 p.m., the Jacksonville Sharks take on the Tulsa Oilers in the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Great seats are still available. Ask about the awesome family packs. 4 tickets get you 4 food or merchandise vouchers and a $25 Al's Pizza gift card. Get yours today. Call 904-621-0700 or visit jackssharks.com. That's 904-621-0700 or jackssharks.com.
Let's go!
This week, the Shark Tank is having a luau. So break out your flip-flops and grass skirts and come join us. Check out Polynesian dancers and learn the hula at Sharks Fest, our pregame party. The first 1,000 fans will get a free lay. It's going to be a totally tubular night. That's this Saturday, June 8th at 7 p.m. at the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. For tickets, call 904-621-0700 or visit jackssharks.com. That's 904-621-0700 or jackssharks.com. Let's go.
Hey guys, we're the Twin Peaks Girls. Come have lunch with us every Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and listen to the Young and Norvell Show on ESPN 690.
Welcome back to the Aaron Schachter Show. Brian out here calling me a bully. Is it a thing? Are you able to bully a professional football player who's 8 times bigger than you? I don't think
you're
it
gonna
is.
find out in the ring.
Oh, okay. You're setting up the fight.
Hey, man. Let's do it for charity. We'll reach out to St. Bigsby.
Is the charity my hospital bill? Is that what you're talking about? Okay.
It could be.
Just checking. You want to hear a wild cut while we wrap up this Phil Rauscher press conference?
Okay.
Phil Rauscher was asked about his rookies. Because he got a couple of rookies in camp.
Okay.
No. You got a couple.
All right.
You drafted one, I believe, and then you've got a couple of undrafted free agents. The answer was kind of wild. Not wild in the way you think, but in what Phil discovered is wild. Listen to this.
They're rookies. They're learning. We had to teach them who was in the division.
We had to teach them who's in the division.
What?
Colts, Titans, Texans.
Huh?
You had to teach him who's in the AFC South. Wait, he's not done.
We had to teach them what the AFC and NFC was. That was new.
We had to teach him what the AFC.
He's trolling.
No,
Philip is trolling.
I'm telling you.
I gotta see his face.
Teach them what the AFC and NFC was. That was new for me.
That was new for me.
What?
They're learning. So they're good. Vaughn's been great.
No, they're good.
Vaughn's been really studying. He's been playing both tackle spots. He's been doing a really nice job. And then Steven's got a chance of being a pretty good football player. He does.
Undrafted free agent out of Oregon, they're talking about.
Yeah,
okay. He's a solid inside guard.
340 pounds or so.
He's a little heavy right now. He's just got to cut some weight. I think up in Oregon, he packed on some pounds. They call him Grizzly Bear. So he had to stay warm up there. He can lose a couple pounds in training camp down here.
He's like, don't mind the 340-pound kid. He lived in Oregon. It's
I like
cold.
this dude.
You like Phil.
Yeah, except
they
when
like
he talks
Phil
about
too,
Walker
because
Little.
at a time where they were firing all the coaching staff, Phil stayed put. They kept Phil. So they like Phil too. Wild. People are in the NFL who don't know who's in their division and what the AFC and NFC is.
Wait till they find out there's an NFC South, and they got to learn those teams.
It's very confusing. It reminds me of when we heard Urban Meyer didn't know who Aaron Donald was.
Yeah, that was wild. That was wild.
There should be a quiz given. You shouldn't be able to have a job in the NFL.
Before I cut that first check.
If you don't know the AFC and the NFC or who's in your own division. That is crazy.
He said that was new.
He goes, that was a new one for me.
New.
What do these guys know if they don't know that?
I need names now. I need to. Who didn't know? Who didn't know?
We'll find out in the break. It's the Aaron Schachter Show. 904-362-9901. We'll take a quick break for the Sports Center. We'll be back with Survey Says and News Queen Michelle Thibodeau on ESPN 690.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry and receive a free hair and scalp examination and get 2 weeks of laser treatments for free. Call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Hairforme.com.
Hey, Jacksonville Koozies. It's me, Soccer Sam, for Salvatore's Pizza. Rochester, New York's favorite pizza is now open in Jacksonville, Florida, Tapestry Park at the Loft Hotel Plaza. Daily $10 deals. Dine in with beer and wine and delivery at salvatores.com. The famous Formoso family brings Salvatore's Pizza, Rochester's favorite pizza, including our 32-piece sheet pizza for your next event. Do it with me, baby. Salvatores.com.
This Father's Day, help Dad be all he can be with the Father's Day gift from the Home Depot. Because he's not just Dad. He's the handyman of the house, the plumber in a pinch, and the emergency mechanic. For Father's Day, upgrade his gear with the Husky 270-piece mechanics tool set from the Home Depot. Just $99. Perfect in the hands of a pro or a dad. For every kind of dad, find the perfect gift this Father's Day at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
With Wendy's new $3 English muffin deal, you can get your choice of a sausage or bacon, egg, and cheese English muffin with small seasoned potatoes.
And with all that for just $3, it really is a proper breakfast, wouldn't you say? Huh? With a light and fluffy toasted English muffin and crispy seasoned potatoes. Go on, Catherine, give it a go.
Okay. Jolly good morning.
Ah, close, love. Grab a proper breakfast with Wendy's new $3 English muffin deal for a limited time.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Select a request English muffin deal to obtain discount. Not valid for a la carte or combo orders. Single item at regular price. Prices are higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Our returning champion, a basketball court sweat mopper from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Louis Cramp.
Great to be back, Merv.
There's only one category left on the board, Louis. People you can trust to repair your air conditioner. Your 10 seconds starts now.
Well, I'm pretty handy with tools around. Right, so my Uncle Steve used to fix transmissions, so maybe he could... Okay, sorry. I guess just call the guys at Bueller?
That's right, Louis. The highly trained technicians at Bueller Air and Plumbing have the tools and the experience to service any make and model of home air conditioner to make sure that you are cool.
You sure I can't just have a quick...
Yeah, we're done for today.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Studios, Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Doug Brown. ESPN's Jeremy Fowler reports Chiefs defensive end B.J. Thompson is now awake. He was rushed to the hospital Thursday after a seizure and cardiac arrest at the Chiefs practice facility. Doctors are optimistic about his recovery. UConn coach Dan Hurley is meeting with the Lakers today about an opportunity to become the team's new head coach. The story first reported by our Adrian Wojnarowski.
This is about the chance to go for Dan Hurley to perhaps the most storied, along with these Celtics in Boston, the most storied organization in the league. And the one thing you know about being with the Lakers, you're going to have an opportunity to either coach great players or acquire great players.
Adrian Wojnarowski. In 6 years at UConn, Hurley's team is 141-58 with back-to-back titles. Iowa forward Ava Jones, who was seriously injured by an impaired driver in Louisville 2 years ago, is retiring from women's college basketball. She will stay in school and work toward her degree.
Hey, it's your resident Super Bowl champ, Chris Candy. Coming up Monday, I'll give you my biggest takeaways from Game 2 of the Finals with Upon Further Review at 6:30 a.m. Eastern. It's Unsportsmanlike Monday, 6 a.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
WOKV Jacksonville. Listen live everywhere you go on ESPN690.com. ESPN 690, Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio.
Let's go! This Saturday at 7 p.m., the Jacksonville Sharks take on the Tulsa Oilers in the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Great seats are still available. Ask about the awesome family packs. 4 tickets get you 4 food or merchandise vouchers and a $25 Al's Pizza gift card. Get yours today. Call 904-621-0700 or visit jackssharks.com. That's 904-621-0700 or jackssharks.com.
Let's go!
This week, the Shark Tank is having a luau. So break out your flip-flops and grass skirts and come join us. Check out Polynesian dancers and learn the hula at Sharks Fest, our pregame party. The first 1,000 fans will get a free lay. It's going to be a totally tubular night. That's this Saturday, June 8th at 7 p.m. at the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. For tickets, call 904-621-0700 or visit jackssharks.com. That's 904-621-0700 or jackssharks.com. Let's go.
Who is this guy? Aaron Shafting? What is it? Oh, Schachter? Schachter. Okay. Shack Attack. Schachter. He gets shacked. But I digress. Here we go.
You ready? Yeah. Turn up your radio.
The Aaron Schachter Show on ESPN 690.
Welcome back. It's the Aaron Schachter Show. I'm Aaron Schachter, Brian Middleton behind the glass. We are with you up until 5 p.m. Brian, I know you had your eye on that FSU baseball game. Do you have a little bit of an update? Maybe not. It looks like I put you on the spot.
I think I was scared by the breaking news sounder. No, right now they have some NBA stuff on there, so I guess the game is over.
The game is over. I'm looking at the score right now. It did end in a 24-4 final.
I mean, Aaron, you got a whole news queen in that in the studio.
We do, actually. Let's toss it right now to Michelle Thibodeau for analysis on the FSU baseball game. Michelle?
What's the final score on that?
I didn't even know they were playing today. Who did they play?
All right.
This is good analysis.
Okay. Who would
they played
play?
UConn.
Oh. Not really into
Okay.
baseball.
All right.
Well, good talk.
Now that went well.
Good talk.
That's great. Well, aside from that, Brian.
Okay, yeah.
FSU with a hell of a day at the plate. They had multiple guys. 4 dudes in the lineup with 3 RBI or more, as tend to happen when you score 24 runs in a game.
Mm-hmm.
You had How many pitchers? Even though there was only 4 runs scored by UConn, you had 5 pitchers for FSU. Of course, Dorsey started, went 5 1/3, gave up an earned run, struck out 6. Decent day on the mound. And then FSU moves forward in their regionals. UConn, not so much. We also spent the first hour talking about the Jaguars, Phil Rauscher, Chad Hall, and the players that they coach, including the ones that may not know who is in the AFC South, that there was an AFC and an NFC to begin with. These wild, wild discoveries, wild information.
Man.
I did want to talk a little bit about Dak Prescott in that first hour because I know how much you love Dak Prescott. But I do think we probably have more important things to get to today.
Like what?
What could we get to?
Yeah.
How about
an exercise in excellence? It's a Brian Middleton production.
Thibodeau, that is the THX sounder.
Nice.
You act like people don't know what this is.
I do know what that is.
Everybody knows what THX is.
I'm just telling you, I hear it and I'm like, yo, this is dope.
Okay, well, it's been
It's
in the movie
wild.
theater
Yeah.
for a long time.
Decades.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wild Brian doesn't know this.
Excuse me. All right. I won't share any other discoveries with you guys ever.
Well,
I'll
it's just
gatekeep
funny.
like
It's
Aaron.
a discovery.
Yeah.
I'll gatekeep like Aaron.
Wild.
He gatekept, what was it? It was Fleetwood Mac.
I gatekept Fleetwood Mac from you.
gatekept
Joan Jett.
Joan Jett.
And the
The
Blackhawks.
Joan Jett one is despicable.
Oh, you were very upset. You don't even know. You only know like 1 or 2 songs. She's got better songs than that.
And I don't know him, right?
Maybe we'll dive into it next week.
Okay.
Ba-da-ba.
The survey says, right?
Wait. What does that mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Whoa.
Well, you said survey says. I don't know what that means. You got to tell me what this is.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like stop the music. Hold on. All right. You bounce. You da-da-da.
Da-da-da.
All right.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Survey says it's become a Friday staple here at Aaron Schachter.
A Friday staple on a Friday. Bring it.
What was meant
6
to
minutes
be,
past the hour. 54 minutes to 5 o'clock.
What was meant to be a fun game between friends has become a washout. A crash out by one and a washout by the other. Anyway, here are the rules the survey says. You hear the music is based off of a TV show that we won't
You're
name.
not supposed to say that.
No, we won't name them.
All right.
Okay, but here are the rules. 1 guess per question, 1 point per correct answer. Only the top answer will get you the ding, okay? But in special cases, the judges may overrule. If your op gets the answer wrong, then you do get the chance to steal. And Aaron Schachter.
Yes, sir.
Because we haven't played this in a couple of weeks.
It's been 2, I think.
Mm-hmm. So 3 weeks ago, you did try to cheat, and this is specifically for you. If you're going to try to cheat and use the keyboard, be slick about it.
Oh, I did try to type something up.
Yeah,
I
you did.
looked for something.
Yeah.
I didn't get away with it, though.
No, you
I
didn't.
can see your hands.
I was caught.
Right.
And start typing with my nose because you can't see my face.
Okay. So, hey, here's the deal. Michelle Thibodeau.
Yep.
Her record, undefeated.
Yep.
Bunch of wins, couple of ties. 0 losses. Aaron Schachter,
very defeated.
In more ways than just you can think of, just this game. So I'm going to give the option to Michelle Thibodeau.
I'm going first.
Okay. Well, here we go.
Michelle, how are you supposed to win if you're not loudly chewing gum into the microphone?
I'm not. I don't even have any gum in my mouth. This is the remnant.
Wild.
I know because I'm still eating my donut.
Oh, okay. Happy National Donut Day, by the way.
Okay.
That's right. Thank you, and thank you for the donut.
Michelle Thibodeau.
Yes.
Ba-da-ba-da-da.
I'm nervous.
How are you nervous? You're 7-0.
I know, but I don't want to lose it.
Ugh, jeez.
We spoke to 100 Jacksonville Jaguars fans.
A lot of people.
We asked them this question right here. If you could give the Jacksonville fan base a nickname, what would you call them?
Oh, my gosh. I don't know.
You locking that in?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Are you locking that in?
Work through it out loud.
Yeah, work through it out loud.
You're
Can
funny.
this be multiple choice? If we could give them a fan, do they have one? I don't even think there is one. I mean,
There's a couple of them.
Really? Oh, I don't know. don't know. I don't know this one. I don't know.
I just realized what you were doing.
I don't know what, I mean.
Good answer.
Okay.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Okay, here's the deal, Thibodeau.
Okay.
Even if it's one that's already out there, why don't you just say that name?
Because I don't know it.
Okay, so here's the creative aspect we're going to come from right here.
Mm-hmm.
Make something up.
I don't know. Because I could go mean and I could go
There we go.
nice.
Okay.
I mean, I could go nasty.
Yeah.
But I don't want to.
Well then. Hey, Thibodeau, Thanksgiving's in a couple of months, though. I just want to let you know. So, if you want to give us that answer.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, boy.
I don't know.
Yeah, clearly.
Pass.
What?
There's no passing.
What?
Just come up with anything.
I don't know.
He said Thanksgiving is coming as a way to imply you're taking too long.
Gosh, I don't know. Because I don't have anything.
3, 2, 1.5.
Whatever. Just give him the point.
Hey,
Let him steal
what
it.
happened?
Just give it to him. Sorry.
Aaron Schachter, would you like to try and steal?
I can pretty much say anything, can I? Like, if I give an answer, it steals it, right?
No, you have to get it right.
Yeah, only the top answer gives you the ding. But in special cases, the judges may
here we go.
decide to give it. I just gave you the rules 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
Well, go ahead. Then we'll call them the Duvalvillians.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Good answer.
Okay.
Good
answer.
Duvalvillians.
Yeah, it's instead of the Jacksonvillians. It's one of my pet peeves, if I'm being honest. People say it's either a Jacksonvillian or a Jacksonvillain, which makes you sound like a villain.
I don't like that.
They go with the Duvalvillians.
Duvalvillians.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Aaron
I don't even think it
Schachter.
deserved it.
I mean, listen, they would have taken a couple of different answers.
We're off to a good start.
Like what else would they have taken, Brian?
Teal Tide.
The Teal Tide.
Yeah, that's a
I
good
like
one.
that.
Duval Defenders.
Okay, not bad.
Also, Gluttons for Punishment. So, wow. I mean, this is a first in this survey says. Aaron Schachter's up 1-0 with a chance to.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to play your surprise.
No,
actually, but
I'm happy. I'm celebrating.
Wow. Aaron Schachter up 1-0. And here goes your question, man. You ready?
Are you cracking yourself up right now?
Well, I wrote these, full disclosure. You remember when I was sick?
I do.
And I missed a day, and then I came back and probably infected some of you guys, even though I didn't have a fever anymore.
Yes.
I wrote most of those on that Friday, so most of these deal with being sick or stuff that just happened the week before. Anyway, Here we go. We surveyed 100 Aaron Schachter Show listeners.
All of the listeners?
And
Are there
some.
that many?
Plus 10.
That's hurtful, Michelle. I thought you weren't going to be nasty today.
I wasn't, but now I'm mad because I'm losing.
No, I thought you weren't going to be nasty. Coming out here swinging like you're world meta peace or something.
Sorry. All right, keep
we
going.
We surveyed 100 Aaron Schachter Show listeners.
Don't tell Michelle.
And we asked them this question. What's the one thing we know that news queen Michelle Thibodeau believes can be found on Amazon easily by the bag full?
Oh, gosh.
By the bag full.
I mean, this is a trick question. It's clearly a conversation you have had with the news queen that I have not, that I don't know the answer to. Further proving that this is all rigged, that you're just trying to have a win for Michelle. What is something she knows? I haven't even answered.
I know, because you were in the same room when we had this conversation.
Don't help him. Oh, you want to help him? Okay.
Oh, I don't remember any of this.
I'm not helping him.
What is, say the question again then, because I don't remember this.
Yeah, normally I don't, but I will. We surveyed 100 Aaron Schachter Show listeners.
Yep.
We asked them this question right here. What's the one thing we know that news queen Michelle Thibodeau believes can be found on Amazon easily and by the bag full?
How about earplugs so that we don't have to listen to her on the radio anymore?
Ooh, that hurt.
Whoa, what is...
Oh, this is what we're doing today, isn't it?
I'm going to steal.
Oh, sorry.
Good answer.
You would steal, wouldn't you?
Good answer.
Michelle Thibodeau.
You would steal, Michelle.
Can you steal... can you steal? Will you steal this question? Do you want a chance to steal? I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Yes, I'm stealing because I remember the exact conversation that we had, and it was about a bag of icks.
A bag of icks.
Good answer.
A bag
Good
of
answer.
icks. Yeah, you're right there.
No, but you know
Wait.
what it is, but that's not it. But I have to take it off because we're on the radio.
What? Wait, first of all, I thought you guys said a bag of eggs.
Icks. ICKS, and there really should be another letter in front of it, but I can't do that because we're on the radio.
We're rhyming.
So there we go. And
All
give me my
right.
ding. Just
Pause.
give me the ding.
Okay.
Yo.
Personal foul.
Okay.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Good
Good
answer. Bag of icks.
There's a lot happening here. A lot.
This
There's a lot going on.
I enjoy working with you guys.
Yeah, sure. For the time being.
And that is all tied up. 1-1. The tide has
Bag of
already
icks.
turned.
It's really not icks, Aaron.
I know what it is.
Hey, all right.
No. If Aaron needs more clarity, Michelle, how would you clarify for him?
How would you clarify that?
Oh boy. It's Michelle's turn.
It is my turn. Okay. Bring
All
it.
tied up.
All right.
All tied up.
Let's see if she gets nasty again.
Oh, I was definitely sick on this one. This kind of makes sense. Let's see if this
The
makes
question
sense.
is just
Here we go.
cough, cough.
Here we go. Michelle, we surveyed the majority of women across the 48 states.
Oh, I get so nervous when you do this.
Contiguous 48 states.
Okay.
Okay.
So no Hawaii, no Alaska.
No Hawaii,
It's
no
important
Alaska.
to differentiate here.
The lower 48. That would be proper, Brian. The lower 48.
The lower. Okay, I'll change that. Okay, let me start over. We surveyed the majority. Well, Hawaii is.
Nope, it's the lower 48.
No, fight her on it, Brian.
I believe you. I'm
It's
just
not. It's,
don't do it, Brian.
It's the
Fight her.
lower 48. That is the proper way to say it. The lower 48.
First of all,
Brian.
she's really condescending you right now,
Yeah,
Brian.
I know, and I'm saying I believe you. It's just that Hawaii is.
It doesn't matter where it is, Brian.
Well, hold on.
Also,
Lower
she's
is
coming out her face at you right now, Brian. Don't let her do this to you.
No, this is fine. It's cool. She'll get the question. She'll probably get this right. But I'm confused on the geography of it all. The
It
direction.
doesn't have anything to do with geography. It's not anything about being up and down. It's just called the lower 48. That is the continental United States without Hawaii and Alaska because they're not attached.
Okay. I heard a WJAX promo says contiguous. We surveyed the majority of women across the lower 48 states.
Get your geography lessons from TV promos.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
And survey says
Shout out to the
contestants.
South Georgia school systems.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, in
Yeah.
South Carolina. Ugh.
Well, both of them, I guess.
All right, let's try this one more time. Oh, boy. We surveyed the majority of women across the lower 48 states who have their degree and seem to know everything. We asked them this simple question. What do you want for dinner?
Whatever you want.
We did this question already.
No, we didn't. It's
Good
pillows.
answer.
We
Good
did this
answer.
question like week one. We did this
We
question.
did not do this one. I go back and watch to make sure I don't.
That is not true. You're lying right
There's
now
a
on the
difference
radio.
between what do you want for dinner and where do you want to go for dinner. Those are two separate questions.
I mean, there's really not, but okay. If that's how you're going to differentiate.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Oh, what was your answer?
Whatever you want.
That's a good answer.
2-1.
It's not a good answer.
That's
It's
a good
the
answer.
truth. I'm
It is the truth.
speaking for the majority of women. That's how it is.
It is the truth, but it's not a good answer.
I gotta
That's the
speed
way it
this
is,
up.
though.
I gotta speed this up. Here we go. Aaron Schachter. Oh, this is the first sick one right here. Here we go. Okay. Close to be sickness.
I hate this.
We spoke with 100 more Jags fans. We asked them to finish this statement right here. I'm glad Josh Allen's contract is figured out. But what would really make me sick is if we started the season without a new contract for blank.
Ooh. So I think the answer I would be expected to say is young Trev.
Right.
But we do have time to sign that deal. Like, it's not like he's a free agent if we don't sign that deal.
Good answer.
Good
Way to lock in,
Good
young
answer.
Trev.
Oh.
Way to lock it in. I love the foresight and the
Oh.
backing from Michelle Thibodeau, who also said you're correct right there.
I wasn't going to lock it in.
Don't
but
you worry about it, Aaron Schachter.
Oh.
The judges said go to the board because we're running out of time.
Oh.
William Trevor Lawrence.
All right, I earned it.
We're tied up 2-2.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Whew.
You all right, Brian?
Yes. Here we go, Michelle. We spoke to people with common sense.
Not here, you didn't.
What all-time great Jags player
Ooh.
that continues to be denied access into the Hall of Fame is a clear sign of the Hall of Fame committee being sick and stupid?
Fred Taylor.
This is annoying.
Fred Taylor.
Good answer.
That's an
Good
amazing
answer. Good answer.
Immaculate even.
These questions need help.
Immaculate even.
Ding.
How come you didn't say Jimmy Smith again? You say him like every
because
week.
he hasn't been nominated. He's not a Hall of Fame contender. Fred's been nominated and turned down. He said denied access. So Jimmy Smith hasn't even, I don't believe, been nominated. He should come back and play.
Rebuttal? Aaron Schachter?
I'm rebuttal-less.
Oh, okay.
I hear that kind of answer, and I'm befuddled.
Fred Taylor.
I win. Woohoo!
Yo, you guys, you know.
Is it over? Does she win?
No, y'all on a hot streak right now. It's 3-2.
All right.
Aaron Schachter.
Neck and neck.
Aaron Schachter. We got time for another one.
Don't count me out.
Count him out. Count him out.
Says the judge.
Here we go, Aaron.
Dude is best Clarence Thomas, Samuel Alito right now.
Oh, this will be good. This will be good.
Cool.
Right here.
I'm so excited.
We spoke to 100 people with medical degrees via WebMD. And we asked them this question. What is the number one carbonated drink that people drink when sick because of its potential ability to make one feel better?
I know.
Do you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. How important that would be if I didn't. But unfortunately,
He does.
I do.
Oh, okay.
Clearly, we're talking about RC Cola. No, of course, ginger ale.
Good answer.
Ginger ale. I locked in ginger ale.
No. I hit the good answer.
You didn't ask me if I locked it in.
Hey, listen, man, we're on a time crunch. Now, which one? We doing RC
Doesn't
Cola?
seem like a time crunch.
RC Cola?
We're doing ginger ale, buddy. Out here trying to
Good
force me to
answer.
lose.
Good answer.
Of course
Gave
it's a
him
good answer.
Softball question.
He gave you Fred Taylor in the Hall of Fame. What are you talking about?
Maybe I didn't know it.
Clearly.
I'm a girl.
Yeah, clearly. You knew it.
Where'd that tone come from? That's great.
That's just being nasty. It's a nasty lady.
I knew his answer easier than I knew my own answer. I mean, I did have to give myself this a little bit of like, my shirt's Fred Taylor? Yep, it's Fred Taylor. But with this question, I didn't even have to second guess myself even a tiny little bit.
Look, I take the bass out of your voice right now.
I heard no bass, but I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like, have some respect for the studio or something.
Put some respect on my name.
Put some respect on my name.
Put some respect on my name.
I like that.
Man, what was it? Ginger ale.
Ginger ale. Thank you.
Oh, boy, we're still
Tied
tied up
3-3.
3-3.
Come on. Extra innings.
Here we go.
Da-da-da.
Sorry, I had to make sure that traffic was in. Okay, here we go. Michelle Thibodeau. We spoke to 100 women.
Okay.
Who are never satisfied.
Oh. See, I fit into every single category. All right, go ahead.
You know, I was about to say, coincidentally, it was the first 100 women that we saw.
Okay.
Normally with these surveys, we got to find them and make sure.
Oh, my God.
But the first 100, it was good. We asked them this question. Michelle Thibodeau.
Okay.
What's your first thought when you see your man sitting down, relaxing, and watching the game on a Saturday afternoon?
Oh, I know the answer to that.
What's your first thought when you see that?
I have things for him to do.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Good answer.
It's okay.
You sure about that?
That's a great. What makes you? Is that from experience, by the way?
No, see, I like to watch football. So, I mean, if it's football, if it's like my ex would watch rugby and soccer. I'm like, oh my God, can't you do something useful? But see, if it's football, it's different because I like to watch that.
Okay, all right.
But if it's another like sport that I don't really care about, I was like, ugh, all right, like I have stuff for like, can't you do something important?
Sounds like an awesome
something
marriage.
to help? Well, we're not.
Good answer.
It sounds like a great marriage.
Good answer.
Oh man, I got something for him to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
I won.
The official answer was he looks too happy. Let me change that. But
So
same
mean.
family. Same family. Aaron, if you get this right, we'll end in a tie.
Nice.
If you don't get it right,
I'll
the win
steal
streak.
it. Oh, I don't have to steal it.
cracking himself up again.
Because I was clearly having a fever when I wrote these. We surveyed 100 men with common sense as well. Why do you think, and we asked them this question,
okay.
Why do you think, on average, men die before women?
Took a long time to find those 100, didn't it?
Why do you think,
well done,
on average, men die before women?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I were to put myself in the mind frame of the judges.
Your wife's listening, by the way. I'm looking at the caller.
I need to say that to you guys. Because if
letting
I were
you
to
know.
put myself
I
in
don't
the
want you to
mind
get
frame of the question writers and the 100 men with common sense and the judges, the answer would probably be something misogynistic.
Mm.
How did you frame the question again? I have a bad memory.
Okay. We surveyed 100 men
I don't need
with
all
common
that.
sense.
Just ask me the question.
We asked them this question.
Thank you.
Why do you think, on average, men die before women?
So the judges would probably accept something along the lines of...
No, not all that. Not all that. That's not going to be up there. All that preface.
I'm ready to go. I got to answer, even though I don't have to steal. Hurry up. Come on, Aaron. I want to
Men
win.
die before women
Why?
because of people like Michelle Thibodeau.
Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer.
You locking that in, right?
I'm definitely locking that one in.
Judges, what do you say?
Master lock. Yes. Tie game.
I just served you that up. Okay.
Tie game.
Oh, man.
Wonderful.
Oh, boy. I don't know what you guys want me to do. Did I write anything else down
Is there
here?
a bonus?
I'm scrolling
Sudden
down
death
here.
overtime?
Yeah. I'm sure there is. I'm sorry. Here we go. There's sudden death overtime. Let's figure it out, though. Maybe. I surveyed. Okay, so again, this is first come, first serve. First who yells out. First
Oh.
who's- okay.
Got to be on our... Okay.
Let me get my lungs ready. It is of yelling.
Yeah. I surveyed multiple people at WOKV
Oh, no.
over 100 times. Tread lightly, all right? Here is the question, all right? What makes you sick about your coworkers?
When they bully
They
you.
can't do their job. Oh!
When they are giant professional bullies.
Aaron,
Good answer.
Good
Good
answer.
answer.
Good answer.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
I can.
Michelle, you were so close.
I've seen it in action.
He just...
He was ready for that. Y'all came up with that like on a break or before we did this.
man.
Like
No.
this was not a pre-made question.
on.
This was made up on the fly.
No, it wasn't.
Don't
It was
ask
written-
me how I know.
I was...
No.
Oh,
No.
you said don't ask you how you know.
No,
but
because
kinda
I
wa-
know.
No. But
Is
here's
this my
the
first win?
It's your first win. Here's Michelle Thibodeau.
Nice.
What?
The streak has been amazing. And here's the deal, man. Every champion has a down point. You just got to push through.
I'm not down. I won this game.
Oh, whoa now.
I feel like you didn't see what happened in that last
now.
question.
I mean, I know what happened, but I also know that the question was made up on the fly, and I should have known it, and I didn't catch it quick enough because I wasn't thinking. So you get the point for that, but I really won because I answered the hard questions all right.
I'm looking at it wasn't pre. All right.
It was made. It was
It was
made.
made.
Yeah,
It was
made
made
up on the
over
fly.
2 weeks ago.
Nope. There's
You
no
sure
way.
about that?
Yep.
What are you playing up? You just won.
It doesn't matter.
All right, Aaron.
I really won.
Oh, boy, Michelle
Aaron
Thibodeau going to go on a
won.
win streak of epic proportions.
There
Okay.
she is. Okay.
Okay.
She was already there.
Okay. Double digits. You hear me? Joe DiMaggio hit streak levels. Okay.
Oh, the Aaron Schachter Show, ESPN 690, having a fun time. Friday show on a Friday. 28 minutes past 4 o'clock. 32 minutes until 5. 7 minutes until 35 past the hour.
Let's go to break.
We're going to break. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Now, the First Alert forecast on ESPN 690.
Mostly sunny and hot on this Friday with an isolated afternoon storm, but a lot of spots stay dry with daytime highs back very hot in the mid to upper 90s. Tonight's partly cloudy, low 71, and then Saturday's dry, mostly sunny, and still very hot. Stay cool. From the Action News Jax First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Corey Sima.
The Weather Center is brought to you by Beards Diamonds. 0% financing for 5 years is back for a limited time at Beards Diamonds.
I'm sure many of you guys feel like you wish you could be as fit as you were in your 20s. The dad bod is really tough to shed. I'm Dr. Lance Snyder, and I did something about it through Dr. Rappaport at the Jax Aesthetic Center. I'm active, I played college sports, and I still work out a few times a week. Nothing worked. As a doctor and a dad, I want to be around as long as possible and feel good about my body. Dr. Rappaport put together a personalized treatment plan that worked. It was easy for me to make appointments, get to those appointments, and get back to work in time. I also recommend the Emsella chair for any urinary issues or ED. Dr. Rappaport has state-of-the-art treatment options for men. And the M-Sculpt Neo is an abs blast. 20,000 crunches in 30 minutes. Give yourself your own gift this Father's Day at the Jax Aesthetic Center. Build muscle and lose fat. Call or text today, 904-808-2455. That's 904-808-2455. You won't be sorry.
It's fishing time, old school style, at the Daly's Old School Fishing Shootout presented by Yellowfin this weekend in St. Augustine. Fishing fun for everyone. Big boats, small boats, but register ASAP to fish. The catch for the Old School Kingfish Shootout is limited boundaries, Fernandina Beach to Daytona Beach, but only 3 miles offshore. OldSchoolKingfish.com to register. That's OldSchoolKingfish.com. Get your chance to win over $200,000 in prizes. Fishing fun for everyone. June 8th in St. Augustine. OldSchoolKingfish.com.
Advisory services through Talon Private Wealth and SEC registered investment advisor. Lord license D056341.
On Guarding Your Nest Egg Radio, Mike Lester, founder of Talon Wealth, focuses on a key question many share. Do I have enough to retire?
For starters, we'll do the math for you. But to me, it's really more about lifestyle. I want to find out what's important to you. I want to find out what your expenses are. And then I'm going to give you a realistic expectation moving forward of how your money needs to be invested to accomplish your goals in retirement.
Get to know Mike at guardingyournestegg.com.
Koala Insulation.
Hey, this is Bruce.
And I'm Carey.
We're the owners of Koala Insulation. Spring is here, and you know what that means. Those hot summer days are just around the corner, and so are those high utility bills. Don't sweat it out waiting this summer to upgrade your insulation.
Give us a call today to set up your free evaluation at 904-679-6282 or find us online at koalainsulation.com.
The lightest 350 horsepower onboard has just hit the water. Introducing the all-new Yamaha 4.3-liter V6 Offshore F350 with advanced features and class-leading power to weight. Every run will be more efficient and exhilarating. The new 4.3-liter V6 Offshore F350 from Yamaha. Reliability starts here.
See dealer for complete details. We're celebrating our 20th anniversary, serving Jacksonville with the largest pre-owned inventory sale in our history at Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Bay Meadows. Choose from Ram trucks, Jeeps, Ford, Chevy, Honda, Toyota, Nissan, and more. Many starting at below market value. We have lots of financing options. Get approved today. There's only one dealer with so much to offer. Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Only at I-295 and Bay Meadows.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GIFT for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GIFT for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GIFT.
ESPN 690 has a chance for you to win tickets to see the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp play at 121 Financial Ballpark. Register to win your tickets at ESPN690.com, and we'll see you at the ballpark.
Rich Jones here. If you're an investor who's interested in doing well while doing good, getting solid returns on your investments while making a positive impact, consider investment funds with DLP Capital. Here's Don Winter, CEO of DLP Real Estate Capital, to tell you more.
With the current housing shortage in the U.S., investing in real estate, especially workforce housing, is one of the safest and most reliable places to invest. We invest in affordable housing for hardworking people and generate amazing returns for each of our investors.
To get your investor's guide and find out more, dial ** invest from your cell phone or visit highyieldreturns.net.
Spring has sprung and tax return season is here. Now's the time to beautify your home by replacing your old windows with new energy efficient, easy to clean windows from American Window Products. Keep the summer heat out with special glass packages including low E3 and argon gas. American Window Products only uses the highest quality products and professionally trained employees to install. Call now to find out why they were voted the #1 window company in Jacksonville. 731-2247 for a free estimate or visit AmericanWindowProducts.com.
The Aaron Schachter Show. You just can't let it go. Funny, shocking, nonstop ride. Feel the rush deep inside.
Feel that rush deep inside, Brian. It's the Aaron Schachter Show. 904-362-9901. Happy National Donut Day. Still eating my donut. I guess I should put it down.
Hey, what flavor, man?
I got Frosty Fingers. This is glazed. I kind of got ripped off on my donuts today.
Okay.
I put in for a couple of special flavors from the people I bought it from.
Really?
But I guess they were out because it's National Donut Day.
Yeah.
So rather than give me a call and be like, hey, what do you want to switch it to or something, like they just gave me glazed for what they didn't have. And I'm not going to really complain about it. It's delicious, but.
I just want to make sure you're about to take a bite.
Me?
Of a donut.
I wouldn't do that on the radio. What are you talking about?
It's the Aaron Schachter Show.
What are you talking about?
Now, Michelle.
I ate my whole thing on the air just a few minutes ago.
No, it's something special.
No.
For one time, you ate it not on the air. It's fine.
So it has been salt and vinegar chips. You should have been here for the salt and vinegar chips. My man was rustling the little fake aluminum bag.
Oh, gosh.
It was a tribute to you.
Me?
Yeah, you taught me how to do this.
How to eat on air.
Oh, it's easy. I do it all the time.
No, I know it's easy. I see you do it all the time. I see it every day, every time you're in here.
That's because I chew gum. But I did just eat a donut during our last segment.
Congratulations.
See, I have the remnants of the donut that I pulled all the chocolate off.
That's exciting. I'm very proud of you. Thank you.
Yep.
Hey, did you guys see this Golf Channel reporter mistake that happened? It's all over everybody's website today. But apparently there is a golf tournament, and there was a reporter covering the tournament on the course. And, Brian, she pulls this man over. She thinks she's talking to the one and only University of Texas legend, Tennessee Titan legend, Vince Young. You remember VY?
Well, that's cool.
Remember VY? Scored like a 1 on the Wonderlic test.
I know he did USC up in the national championship game.
He did do that.
And then he scored the 1.
Then he scored the 1 on the Wonderlic, and then I think he ended up crying in a national football game and leaving the game.
That's after he won, like, Rookie of the Year, though.
No, it wasn't tears of joy. I think it was tears of sadness that had him usher out of the game. Like a broken tear duct or something. In any case, the Golf Channel reporter grabs this man who she believes to be Vince Young.
Vince Young playing this week, and he's down with Lauren.
6 seasons in the NFL, arguably one of the best NCAA quarterbacks of all time at Texas. Picked up golf about 4 years ago. What's the biggest shift you make going from the ultimate team sport to now the ultimate individual sport?
That's quite a bit of an intro. Like, she's really trying to pump him up a little bit. Hey, you know, you only picked up golf a few years ago, but you used to be a legend on the football field.
Yeah.
Legend.
Going from the ultimate team sport to now the ultimate individual sport.
Now, I apologize. You have the wrong person.
He goes, I apologize. You have the wrong person.
What? You know how many different things gotta go wrong for that to get to air?
To get to air, she had the hosts up in the booth say, hey, you've got Vince Young. Talk to us about it.
I'm Everett Sands over at Citadel.
Everett Sands, assistant football coach over at Citadel. But listen to this man try to save her. No, Brian, don't even make that face. You haven't even seen the guy's picture.
Okay.
He looks nothing like Vince Young.
Well, you know what they say.
Yes, I do.
That's unfortunate. You hear what I'm saying? That's unfortunate.
Looks nothing like Vince Young. But listen to him try and save the segment.
Citadel, which I'm a football coach. But
And then he turns and starts walking and talking.
The thing is, the great thing about golf is that I'm not only competing against myself, but I'm competing against everybody else.
And fake Vince Young. You're competing against yourself, everybody else, and fake Vince Young. That is possibly the most humiliating thing I've ever seen come out of the Golf Channel.
That's great.
You ever have a humiliating news moment, Michelle Thibodeau? I don't think I've ever had a humiliating news moment before.
I don't think I've had a humiliating moment. I'm sure there is some, but it's been a long time.
But boy, I've heard some.
Oh.
Being behind the glass? How would you?
Oh, yeah, for other people, not me.
Oh.
Let me tell you something, okay?
You
Let
got
me
a
tell you
story?
something. First
Is
of
it
all,
story time?
Yeah. As far as embarrassing yourself on air. So first of all, he doesn't look like Vince Young at all. He's the same height as the reporter. Vince Young's like 6'5".
Dude, it's nowhere close.
That's one. Two, one of my former coworkers was so bad. They embarrassed themselves every time they went onto a hot mic. It was so bad. The next day,
You weren't talking about me. What are you talking about?
I went to one of my other 3.5 jobs. Someone there was like, yo, is everybody okay? They were terrible. Were they okay? Not like
Not a
I
lot of
wanna roast
specifics
them.
here.
Well, because I don't want to put names out there. I don't want to be a bully.
You do remind me of one of my most
I don't wanna be a
embarrassing
bully.
news moments. It's funny because I know Michelle likes to be a bully, but you do remind me of one of my most embarrassing news moments.
Who, Brian does?
Yeah, he was just talking about being a mess on the air. Rich Jones actually to blame for this one over at WOKV.
Of course.
At the time, I was lead sports anchor, which isn't saying much over at OKV. Yeah, I know.
Hey.
That was back when we did sports on the radio. I'm saying it's not saying much because we don't even do sports reports.
Right.
But I was at the time, and I was talking about, I think, I forget the guy's name. He was a golfer, and I was referring to his idol that was part of the copy. I forget the guy's name, to be honest with you. I know Rich remembers because he throws it in my face every time he sees me. But Rich comes in the newsroom as I'm live reporting from the newsroom, and he makes some weird noise, like a whoo or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what it was about the noise. It wasn't necessarily like funny in memory, but it caught me in a certain kind of way, and I started to giggle. And so I didn't want to giggle on the microphone. So as I'm giving the report, I'm turning the microphone off so I don't giggle and people don't hear me giggling. So basically I'm reporting and then turning the microphone off and then turning the microphone back on and then turning the microphone off and then turning back. This goes on for a while where I'm trying to catch my breath, but I'm still giggling. I should have just bailed. Instead, I was just sitting there sounding like I was having a heart attack. And so I get off the air, and literally Rich's wife calls up Rich and goes, is Aaron okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do we need to call the ambulance? What has happened there?
Yeah.
But it was all his fault. But I mean, not even close to as embarrassing as grabbing this poor 5'7" man.
He is 5'7".
Who works
Maybe a half.
over at Citadel University as an assistant football coach, who looks absolutely nothing like Vince Young. Like, where did she even come up? The name isn't close. The look isn't close.
You can't convince everybody.
That's what
they
I
don't
want to
look the
know
same.
is what was her thought going into that?
Here's
like,
what I
hey,
think
let's
happened.
pick this guy.
Here's what I think happened. I always wanted to do this to Casey. I did this to one of my friends once at an airport. I was with a friend who's like a big celebrity hound. He's not necessarily one of these professional autograph guys. This friend of mine loves to take pictures with people. And so I saw a kid who was about 15, 16 years old, and I told him it was Joe Jonas or one of the Jonas brothers. And he runs over to the kid and asks to take a selfie with him, which we were howling laughing. It was the funniest thing I ever saw. We were really hoping like the dad would come running over and toss this guy or whatever. But I think that's what happened to this golf reporter. I think maybe she had a friend who was at work with her, and they were like, ooh, look, it's Vince Young. She goes running off to interview Vince Young, and this madness happens.
So you think it was a prank?
I do. I think it was a prank that went wrong for her. Absolutely.
That would hurt. I'd be mad.
But shout out to Everett Sands for not letting it get to me. You could have very easily went, you got the wrong guy, and then walked away.
But here, this is what I'm confused on. Everett Sands must have been in on it as well, because she would have come up to the person and been like, hey, Vince, can we grab you for a quick second?
It's entirely possible she ran up to him and was like, hey, can we grab you for a quick interview?
No way.
Yeah.
No way. And they didn't confirm at all that this is Vince Young.
I mean, you're not asking a celebrity for their driver's license, Brian.
No, I don't mean confirm like that. I mean like just saying his name so that he looks your way. Because you're like, hey, Vince is going to look your way at the very least.
At a golf tournament, you're not calling out people. You're walking up right next to him being like, hey, nice to see you here. Glad to see you at the tournament. Do you mind if we go on live in a couple of minutes here?
Yeah, it happens really fast, Brian.
Yeah,
it
Brian.
doesn't really happen.
You don't know anything about this.
You know what?
It does happen really fast.
Tell him, Michelle.
Hold on.
It happens really fast, Brian.
Wait.
It doesn't matter how many years you've been doing it. It happens very fast
Michelle
sometimes.
Thibodeau, you're telling me of all your times in the field, there are times where you didn't confirm the person you're supposed to be talking to is the person you were talking to. You're telling me that's what you were doing. You've done that multiple times.
I already knew ahead of time who I was talking to. I knew who it was going to be.
I think if you see the mayor, you're like, I'm pretty confident this is the mayor.
Yeah, but if I know that, if I'm thinking, that somebody had to tell me that that's Vince Young and I would have to believe it, like I'm not just going to go up and be like, hey, dude, this must be Vince Young. No, if I don't know who it is, I'm not going to do it.
She's on my side.
What about this?
She's on my side then.
What if the producer...
No. She's on my side then.
Okay, fine.
She just made my point.
Yeah, if my producer said, hey, that's Vince Young right there.
Right.
Well, that goes back to my initial point that this was multiple levels of failure. Yep.
Well, that's just one level of failure.
No, multiple levels.
Oh, like if the reporter has no idea about football and the guy's like, oh, it's Vince Young, then she just looks it up on her phone or whatever and goes, okay, this is Vince Young's bio.
Well, she doesn't have any idea about football if she didn't know who it was and she was going to interview him anyways, and she had all that background information, so somebody must have fed her that. And if she had that background information, then she looked it up on her phone, and if she did that, she should have been able to tell that they were two different people because there's always an image with that information. So somebody helped it along, but she did not do her due diligence. Good answer.
Good answer. Good answer.
Thank you.
It's nonsense.
Ding.
Wild when you look at this man. What was his name again? Everett Sands.
Great name, by the way.
I think he did play in the NFL, by the way. I see him here in a picture in the Buffalo Bills uniform. He looks like he was a quarterback back in 2012. Or is that Vince Young? I can't tell.
Whoa.
I'm just saying, I don't know. We need Lauren Withrow, or whatever her name is, to figure it out for us. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's wild, though.
I ate at his steakhouse in Austin, Texas, by the way.
Okay.
It was really good.
Bring the music down.
No. That was it. It wasn't a big story. I'm just letting you know. It was a really good steakhouse. They do not serve the Wonderlicht for dessert, so you don't got to worry about that. They do serve you a glass full of Vince's tears. So you can sip that with your dinner.
ADHD moment.
Oh.
Speaking of steakhouses.
As we go to break.
Speaking of steakhouses.
Late.
I never got it.
Fogo de Chão?
Yes.
Fogo de Chão. Okay.
Fogo de Chão.
No.
Yes.
No.
Nobody says it.
Fogo de Chão.
Let me tell you about the time a program director ran into the WOKV and told me how wrong Fogo de Chão was. I'll tell you in the break.
Sierra Schachter Show back in a couple of minutes.
Let's face it, work sucks, but you do get a lunch break. That's where the Young and Norvell Show comes in weekdays 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on ESPN 690, featuring me, Terry Norvell, and former Gator basketball star and current SEC Network analyst Patrick Young. Let's face it, Hollywood has been fresh out of ideas for 25 years. So don't waste your valuable lunch break on the same old tired TV and movie shows. Tune in to the Young and Norvell Show, where we promise to make you laugh, think, get angry, but most important, you will have fun. It will quickly become your favorite part of the day. The Young and Norvell Show, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on ESPN 690.
The lightest 350 horsepower onboard has just hit the water. Introducing the all-new Yamaha 4.3-liter V6 offshore F350 with advanced features and class-leading power to weight. Every run will be more efficient and exhilarating. The new 4.3-liter V6 offshore F350 from Yamaha. Reliability starts here.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Our returning champion, a basketball court sweat mopper from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Louis Cramp.
Great to be back, Merv.
There's only one category left on the board, Louis. People you can trust to repair your air conditioner. Your 10 seconds starts now.
Well, I'm pretty handy with tools around. So my Uncle Steve used to fix transmissions, so maybe he could... Okay, sorry. I guess just call the guys at Bueller?
That's right, Lewis! The highly trained technicians at Bueller Air and Plumbing have the tools and the experience to service any make and model of home air conditioner to make sure that you are cool!
You sure I can't just have a quick...
Yeah, we're done for today.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Hey, Jacksonville Koozies, it's me, Soccer Sam, for Salvatore's Pizza. Rochester, New York's favorite pizza is now open in Jacksonville, Florida, Tapestry Park at the Loft Hotel Plaza. Daily $10 deals, dine in with beer and wine, and delivery at salvatores.com. The famous Formoso family brings Salvatore's Pizza, Rochester's favorite pizza, including our 32-piece sheet pizza for your next event. Do it with me, baby. Salvatores.com.
Meet Mike Lester.
Talent is not going to be the right choice for every single person out there, right? Because everybody is different. We do well when our clients do well. We're literally sitting on the same side of the table with them. We're in this together.
Yeah.
When you do well, I'll do well. Once we have that understanding, then we can come up with a plan that's designed to help you be successful in retirement.
Find out more at guardingyournestegg.com.
Advisory services through Talon Private Wealth and SEC Registered Investment Advisor. Florida license D056341.
Ooma. What was that? That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud Phone System. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs.
You sound very...
Calm? I am. Ooma has everything I need to run my business more efficiently, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Nice. Find your business calm at ooma.com/radio.
As a roofer, spring means the start of my busy season, which means I've got to get organized. With help from Beacon, I can save time with Beacon Pro Plus and 24/7 access to live pricing, delivery tracking, order history, and more. Plus, this spring, I can earn $1,000 and the chance to win a $25,000 backyard renovation just by buying my CertainTeed shingles online with Beacon. No purchase necessary. Now that's what I call a spring cleanup. Visit BECN.com for official rules and to start earning entries.
Hey guys, we're the Twin Peaks Girls. We just love guys that listen to the Young and Norvell Show. Weekdays, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on ESPN 690.
We were just talking Jay-Z. That's kind of a Jay-Z beat right there. A little bit of the Nerds beat, too. A little Pharrell producing. It's the Aaron Schachter Show. About to wrap it up for the week. Man, we earned this one. It's been hard this week. For me, at least.
It's been a hard
Coming off
week.
of Brian's sickness. It's been hard, Michelle?
Yes, it's been a very hard week. Very tired.
Oh, boy.
Brian, did you hear about the NFL is not going to allow the Packers or the Eagles to wear green in their Brazil football game?
Is that like a gang color or something?
That's literally what's happening.
Oh, like why not?
The NFL is concerned about Brazilian gangs, or maybe the police told the NFL to be concerned about Brazilian gangs and repping those colors.
Okay, it was supposed to be a joke, but I guess.
No, it's for real. It would be as if like football decided to play a game out in like Compton or something and the teams only wore blue and red. It'd be wild.
So glad the NFL's branching out worldwide.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I like the fact that they're doing all these cool one-off games in different places, different countries and stuff like that. But if you got to be concerned about gang activity because of your jersey color,
maybe you shouldn't go there.
Yeah, maybe you pick a different place.
Ridiculous.
Maybe instead of Brazil, you go Costa Rica or something.
Maybe you just stay home and play for your fans.
Oh.
I mean, they are playing for fans.
Okay, but like there's not a lot of, I don't know. Whatever. They don't even call it football. Like, we go to London and we go to, I guess we're going to Brazil, and they don't even call it football. I don't even know what they call it, but they don't call our football.
I believe they do. I believe they call it American football.
Okay, American football. Well, it's just plain old football.
I didn't know you had this take in you. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of strong.
It is strong.
I mean, I think, it's our tax dollars that are going to build a stadium. It's our tax dollars, it's our hard-earned money that buy these, season tickets and everything else. And then you're going to go and let's go play in London for these people.
To this day.
What do they have? I mean, what have they contributed? Let's go
I'm gonna go with
watch
money.
this football.
They've contributed money.
Yeah, okay, so you're not getting that in the United States?
No, they are.
Okay.
And now they're getting some more of it. Yeah.
I'm just
Now
saying.
we talking.
Yeah, but you're still going to make it if you stay in the United States and played for your fans that have supported you and been here for you and watched you lose game after game after game and still come back.
Why do you think they added an extra game to the season so that people like you can make this argument?
Oh, man.
I'm just saying. I mean, I just think 2 weeks in London is a little much.
Aaron, let me ask you
Well,
this.
now wait, time out, because now you're talking very specifically about the Jaguars.
I know, I didn't mean to. It just came out.
Yeah. Go ahead, Brian.
No, I was just going to ask you, this has been a spicier news queen.
Yeah.
Both on and off air.
Well, it's been a hard week, Brian.
It has
Apparently,
been a hard
man.
week.
Okay.
She's dealing with stuff, I guess.
I'm venting.
You are. And are you chewing gum right now? Is that? I thought I saw gum.
I know. It's just my white teeth.
Pretty sure I saw gum. Next week, when you come back,
There better be some gum in
I
your
will be
mouth.
chewing the biggest wad of gum you've ever seen in your entire life.
The thing is, when I'm chewing gum, you can't really tell unless you're seeing it, and you're looking at me on a camera. No,
absolutely
you
heard it when you sat down and asked you about it, and you said you didn't have gum. You lied to my face.
No, because when I sat down, I was eating a donut. I didn't have gum in my mouth. Here is the leftover. I have my leftover gum. It's right here that I took out when I ate my donut.
That's
and then I
gross.
stuck it there. Now I
That's
have a
gross.
new piece in.
Put that back in your mouth. That's gross.
No, this is the old gum. I took this out of my mouth when I sat down because I was eating the donut. I finished the donut. I didn't put this gum in. I got a new piece out of my thing. So this is new gum. This isn't old gum. So when I sat down, I did not have gum in my mouth.
Why is she bullying us, Brian?
Thibodeau is going to get her point across. That's one thing I do know. You're not going to shut that point off until she gets it out. That's great.
Yeah, just put that back in your mouth.
Fight
I'll close
when
the
I'm
show.
right.
Personal foul.
Thank you.
I bet you if we asked your ex, he would say you fight when you're wrong as well.
It doesn't matter.
Brian, next week, can we book her ex on the phone, please?
No.
I'd love to have that conversation.
Nope.
It's the Aaron Schachter Show. We're going to close it up for the week.
Please do.
It's been fun. Thank you so much for a great week of radio. Brian, thank you so much for coming in today. News Queen Michelle Thibodeau. And thank you to the 100 listeners who participated today in Survey Says. We will see you guys on Monday right here on ESPN 690.
Hey, this is Bruce.
And I'm Carrie.
We're the owners of Koala Insulation. Spring is here, and you know what that means. Those hot summer days are just around the corner, and so are those high utility bills. Don't sweat it out waiting this summer to upgrade your insulation.
Give us a call today to set up your free evaluation at 904-679-6282 or find us online at koalainsulation.com.
I'm sure many of you guys feel like you wish you could be as fit as you were in your 20s. The dad bod is really tough to shed. I'm Dr. Lance Snyder, and I did something about it through Dr. Rappaport at the Jax Aesthetic Center. I'm active, I played college sports, and I still work out a few times a week. Nothing worked. As a doctor and a dad, I want to be around as long as possible and feel good about my body. Dr. Rappaport put together a personalized treatment plan that worked. It was easy for me to make appointments, get to those appointments, and get back to work in time. I also recommend the Emsella chair for any urinary issues or ED. Dr. Rappaport has state-of-the-art treatment options for men. And the M-Sculpt Neo is an abs blast. 20,000 crunches in 30 minutes. Give yourself your own gift this Father's Day at the Jax Aesthetic Center. Build muscle and lose fat. Call or text today, 904-808-2455. That's 904-808-2455. You won't be sorry.
It's fishing time old school style at the Daly's Old School Fishing Shootout presented by Yellowfin this weekend in St. Augustine. Fishing fun for everyone. Big boats, small boats, but register ASAP to fish. The catch for the Old School Kingfish Shootout is limited boundaries, Fernandina Beach to Daytona Beach, but only 3 miles offshore. OldSchoolKingfish.com to register. That's OldSchoolKingfish.com. Get your chance to win over $200,000 in prizes. Fishing fun for everyone. June 8th in St. Augustine. OldSchoolKingfish.com.
Howard works from home. I try to keep things professional. But stuff happens. Now Howard and his wife are working with Community First on a home equity loan to make renovations to his home with no closing costs and special low rates. so Howard can build the office of his dreams.
So live your best life.
With Community First. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Member NCUA.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Pro Paint Days are back at Lowe's. Save $40 on select 5-gallon HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams paint, like Weather Shield, Showcase, or ceiling paint. Plus, save $10 on drywall PVA primer and get free same-day delivery to the job site when you order by 2 p.m. Lowe's knows paint. Lowe's knows pros. Offers valid through 6/14. Delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Additional terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Studios, Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
WOKV Jacksonville. Listen live everywhere you go on ESPN690.com. ESPN 690, Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio.
Sports Center.
I'm Doug Brown. One day after suffering a seizure and cardiac arrest at the team facility, Chiefs second-year defensive end B.J. Thompson is awake now. Thompson played in only one game during his rookie season with the Super Bowl champs. The Stanley Cup Final faces off tomorrow night in Sunrise, Florida. The Panthers host the Edmonton Oilers. It's the second straight final for the Panthers, but ESPN's Emily Kaplan says the expectations are on Connor McDavid and the Oilers.
Before the season, he and Leon Draisaitl, his running mate, basically were like, yeah, this is going to be cup or bust for us. But that's what happens when you're the generational best player in the world. You're on a team that won the draft lottery 3 times in a very short span, and you haven't won yet, and everyone's looking at you guys to get it done.
Emily Kaplan on Unsportsmanlike. Game 1 tomorrow night, 8 Eastern on ABC and ESPN+. The postponed fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul will be held on November 15th in Arlington, Texas. Undisputed super lightweight champ Katie Taylor meets Amanda Serrano in the co-main event.
Hey, it's your resident Super Bowl champ, Chris Candy. Coming up Monday, I'll give you my biggest takeaways from Game 2 of the Finals with Upon Further Review at 6:30 a.m. Eastern. It's Unsportsmanlike Monday, 6 a.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
From Studio 2 at the worldwide headquarters of ESPN and the HD studio in Atlanta, Georgia, this is Freddie and Harry.
Unique in New Jersey.
Yeah,